Oops. Yo, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. Yes, indeed. Monday. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Let me get into some news here. Um, Let me see. Where is that? So it says Colorado offers five-star wide receiver Jaime Ffrench following Alabama's decommitment. So they put it out there. So Mandarin five-star wide receiver Jaime Ffrench was committed to Alabama since July, but backed off his pledge to the Crimson Tide on Sunday night, following the departure of wide receivers coach Holman Wiggins and the retirement of head coach Nick Saban. Ffrench opted to reopen his recruitment as one of the top wideouts in the 2025 cycle. Less than an hour after On Three's Hayes Fawcett broke the news that Ffrench decommitted, he announced that he had a new offer. So Colorado and Deion Sanders are one of many teams that will look to make a run for the number 13 overall prospect and number 3 wide receiver in the On Three industry ranking. The new staff in Boulder offered Ffrench on Sunday, joining a laundry list of elite programs that are hopeful to be in the mix in his recruitment down the stretch. So it said last week, Ffrench spoke to On Three's Sam Spiegelman regarding his recruitment. He mentioned Florida State, Miami, Georgia, Notre Dame, Ohio State as programs that have continued to chip away at his pledge. There's a lot of eyes coming back around, doing a double check, Ffrench said. There's a lot of schools making their rounds back around. With Ffrench officially uncommitted, once again, programs will continue to ramp up their respective pursuits. Sanders and the Buffaloes will now look to make an impression on the 6'1", 185 pounder, though the competition will be quite steep. Colorado currently is without a commitment in the 2025 cycle. The Buffs signed just 8 2024 prospects during the December early signing period. All right, so this is for 2025 though. So a lot can happen in 2025. So we'll see if Colorado is able to land some type of commitment. But like I said, again, when people commit early, it's not doing anything for me until they're on campus. Just like we had the guys on campus right now, those are the guys that I think that's going to stay. So it's a little bit different from last year. You know, we had a lot of guys at this time for this first team meeting was different from last year's team meeting. We know last year's team meeting, Coach Prime pretty much, he had that famous speech, hit the transfer portal if that's what you're going to do. So this is a little different. He has a lot of players in place already. There was a lot of players that we didn't see in that first video, but we saw them in the second video. That video that they put out earlier, we saw a lot of players there. Kermani was there. He was in the first meeting. A lot of them were. Travis, remember we didn't see Travis in the first video. He was there. The only people that wasn't there was the Sanders brothers. And we know that they are walking in France. Fashion Week, I believe. So they'll be back. But pretty much everybody was there. Jordan Seaton was there. Those are the guys that I'm worried about, the ones that are there. So, yeah, so we'll see about this wide receiver here. He originally, like I said, committed to Alabama, but he decommitted, which I understand. Nick Saban is not there anymore. And also the wide receivers coach is not there anymore. So I understand that. So we'll see if we're able to land his services in the 2025 cycle. Um, but we listen, we have a lot of wide receivers in house, man. A lot. They're wide, and all of them can play. You know, and we got some wide receivers there that played last year that got their feet wet already. They're there. I like what Coach Prime said. He's like, "Who's gonna take your position? Are you gonna let them take your position?" See, he's already starting that competition already. That competition gonna be crazy. You gonna. I know nobody's taking Dylan's spot. I can just tell you that right now. He looked bigger when he stood up in the meeting. Yo, he filled out. It's like I don't know what he been doing. I don't know if he hooked up with what's his name said he was gonna come and help out with the strength and conditioning. What was his name? Mark Henry. Was he working out with Mark Henry? Because the dude got bigger, man. Kermani's looking bigger. Yeah, they've been working out in that weight room, man. So the competition gonna be crazy. Cause I'm like, ain't nobody taking my spot. Like straight up. I know we got a lot of new jacks up in here, but y'all gonna have to wait. Especially if you're a freshman. And I'm a sophomore, you gotta wait. You gotta wait, man. You gotta wait. But it's definitely gonna be I don't see nobody taking Jimmy's spot. I know people saying Jimmy gonna have to work for it. He gonna work for it, but he gonna be out there. Why? Because he's already proven. He's gonna be out there. The premier wide receiver, we already know who that is. Nobody's taking his spot. That was Travis. And then you got Jimmy. And I would like to see some of those freshmen from last year retain their spot. And I would like to see somebody move up that depth chart. So, the competition going to be crazy. And everything counts. Showing up for meetings, being there early. That's the easy part. Being there, showing up for the meetings on time is easy. So he said his meeting started at 7:30, but get there by 7. That's easy. Just get there by 7 and just sit there. That's easy. Watching film is easy. It'll come down to that. I bet it will. Who's watching the film and who's prepared, stuff like that, man. But I can tell you right now, there's a few players, their spot is not going to get taken. We already know Travis, his spot is solidified. Shiloh, Dylan, nobody taking it. I'm telling you, they're not. They're not taking his spot on that rotation in that running back room. All the running backs, I think actually the running backs ain't got nothing to worry about. There's no competition there. They'll probably just sub them in and out like that. But who is going to be the featured premier back? Everybody's saying McCaskill, but we're going to see. We're going to see because Dylan looking like the pocket Hercules already. I don't know what he did in the offseason. He did something because he don't look the same. Like, he don't blew up. Like, yeah, he don't look the same. So, like I said, it's going to be, but the competition really is probably going to be in that offensive line spot. Some of those spots on the offensive line. Because some of those people that were there last year, they want to play this year. They're not trying to hear somebody come in. Could you imagine that? The people that come in just thinking that they're going to start and some of the old players actually beat them out? That could happen. That could happen. Ain't no spot set in stone. Ain't nobody going to – I tell you right now, one person that was there last year, but unfortunately he couldn't play, nobody is going to outwork Rock. I just know that. You're not going to outwork him. There's no way. So you're not going to outwork him. I'm just curious where he's going to play. Some people said center, the center position. I could see that. But he going to have a spot on that line one way or the other. But I'm curious to see how they're going to work that line this year. Are they just going to stay with one set rotation? Or are they going to sub people in and out when needed? I don't know. But we're going to see. But I'm telling you, the offensive line is going to look different because they have someone there that has NFL experience. I'm hoping On the other side of the ball, they would have somebody there with NFL experience like a Warren Sapp, but I don't think that's going to happen. You know, especially what Coach Prime said to the team. He said, we're looking, he said, 2 spots are not filled yet. And I'm trying to get it right. I mean, you would have got it right with Warren Sapp, but I guess I don't know. I don't see him coming now. I don't. And that's unfortunate. I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong on Warren Sapp. I told y'all before, man. I saw the writing on the wall. Here come that article. Here it come. Here it come. You know, I'm in the firm belief that anybody could turn their life around. Some people have allegations, some don't. Some people got a checkered past, but that shouldn't define the rest of your life, though. But unfortunately, in some spaces, it do. You know, it do. We don't own a university and stuff like that. Some people don't even realize the power that they have. I would be throwing my weight around right now. I would be like, straight up, he's coming. They're like, oh no, Max, you know, the organizations. Okay, then, well, he's coming. Yes. Yeah, I'm about to announce his hiring right now. And if any organization's got a problem with it, we can sit down and talk. We can all sit down and talk, but he's coming, whether you like it or not. You know, that's how I would handle it. And it was like, unfortunately, Max, we can't do it. I said, well, I'm not coming back next year. I'm just letting you know this is my final year. Straight up. This is my final year, man. Okay? Because I know that there's another university that would love to have me and him. So this might be my last year. Sometimes you got to exercise your power, man. Because there's a shift going on in this planet right now. There's a shift going on. There's a lot of people dirt coming to the light. There's a lot of powerful people being taken down. We're on the brink of WW3. Yeah, we are. That's why I say that this is a healthy distraction. I got family in the service. I got a niece and a nephew. They trying to get out now. They was like, yeah, we trying to get out. We did our time. I was like, really? Yeah. I said, I thought you going to do another cycle. I'm not doing it. I already got my benefits. I'm getting out. Like my nephew said that. He was like, I'm getting out. He said, I'm not trying to do this. He said, I'm getting out. He said they offered him, you know, obviously extension with more, you know, they offered him a promotion. He said he don't want it. He already did his time. So he getting ready to come home. And he got his benefits. And he was like, I am not going through that right there. I was like, whoa, okay, I feel you. He said, I can't get into detail, but I'm not going through that. I said, I feel you. He said, I was only there for a free ride and education and, you know, my little ticket so I can get a house. He said, that's the only reason why I was there. So, yeah, there's a lot going on. So this is a healthy distraction. But like I said, with the stuff going on right now, you see old boy just won Iowa. This stuff that they just trying to do with him, it don't matter. Don't matter. So it's a shift going on. So I would this would be the right time for me to exercise my power. I'm like, he's coming, whether y'all like it or not. He's coming. Unless we gonna have a spat in the media. And then all eyes are gonna be on us. So that man's a Hall of Famer, man. You treat him like such. Period. He's coming. He's coming. So hopefully he's there. I don't think he's there though. I don't think so, because he said he got to fill 2 spots. But he said the defensive coordinator, he said that he has to get it right. And the season is not over yet. So whoever this person is, well, actually, his season is over. That person's season is over. If people are saying it's the Dallas guy, his season is over now. So we should hear if he is looking at somebody in Dallas, their season is over. Boy, did that season end crazy, didn't it? I ain't never seen Jerry Jones like that. I ain't never see him. I've seen him upset with some losses, But I think he thought this was the team that could go a little further than it did. That's what I thought. He thought this was the year for them to make a run, and it didn't happen. So with that being said, now y'all gonna blame RG3 on this one, not me, because I'm in agreement with RG3 because the writing is on the wall now. This might be his final season. Sap don't come there. I'm just letting the university know this is his final season. And I don't want to speak for him, but this is what the universe is telling me. This is final season. Final season. He wanted Sap there, man. He did. And he know with Sap being there could have helped him tremendously. And somebody in that university flexed their muscle. You flex it on the wrong person. I don't know. I'm not privy to any inner workings with the university. I'm just giving you a disclaimer. I don't have any insider information. I'm going with the force. This is what the force is telling me. Somebody there flexed their muscle, and y'all flexed it with the wrong person because he's gone. I'm just letting y'all know that he's gone, and everybody else is going with him. Just letting y'all know that you bought the jumbotron for nothing. You better hold that receipt. Better hold the receipt. Yeah. So remember I said that, and we're going to wait for the end of the season. The season didn't even start yet, and I'm already starting trouble. But wait till the end of the season. He can't say it, but I'll say it. You flexed your muscle, man. Somebody did, because I can tell from the article. He said, you know what that man in the article said? The representative from the university? He said, Coach Sanders is not going to comment on this any further than he already did. How you gonna tell a man he ain't gonna comment no more? Yeah, they flexed their muscle. So some of them kids signed up to come to this university to play for Warren Sapp. I'm just letting you know that. And that's a disappointment if he don't come. It's a disappointment. So yeah, y'all getting ready to lose y'all coach. I'm just letting y'all know that. Y'all Leos we don't take well to people flexing their muscle on us. We don't. We'll get quiet and then we'll strike later. But we'll never forget it. We'll hold that for the rest of our life because we hold grudges. So I'm just letting you know, I'm a Leo. I'm born August 8th. He's born August 9th. I know how we get down. There's different types of Leos. He's one of them. So he'll be diplomatic, but he wanted his boy there. He did. Because he said it. He said, Sap Daddy is coming. And I don't see where he's coming. I don't see it. But that's why I read that article the other day. So y'all gonna lose him to Dallas. Remember I said it. Y'all losing him to Dallas. Y'all losing him. Y'all gonna lose him to Dallas, man. The way Jerry Jones was, I never seen him like that. He getting ready to make some major changes. And one of them is being the coach. And the coach already got a son, don't he? He got two of them. He'll like them. He'll like all three of them. So y'all gonna lose him to Dallas. And then Warren Sapp is gonna get a coaching position anyway. It's gonna be in Dallas. Remember I said it. Y'all flex your muscle with the wrong person. You flex your muscle with the wrong person. I'm just telling you, you did. You did. You can't flex your muscle. Let me tell you why you can't flex your muscle with this person. Look at the revenue that he brought to your university. Look at it. Look at the revenue that he bought. Look at the ticket sales. That's getting ready to go down. This is the last year. This is it. He's one and done after this. He going to Dallas. I know what people are saying. He don't want to coach in NFL. He don't want to coach. Yes, he can coach there if he wanted to. He can. And he also can change his mind. He never said never, though. He never said I will never. He never said that, I don't think. He just said I'm not going to do it, but he didn't say never. That man going to Dallas, man. I'm telling you. He going to Dallas. So watch this. Watch this. ESPN's Robert Griffin III, aka RG3, says Dallas Cowboys should hire a major college football head coach. It was another disappointing playoff performance for the Dallas Cowboys as the Green Bay Packers defeated Dallas 48-32, raising concern about the future of head coach Mike McCarthy. ESPN's Robert Griffin III made his recommendation for the next head coach of the Cowboys on social media after the game. He believes Jerry Jones needs to target a current college football head coach and former Cowboys legend. I know who you need, Griffin said on social media. You need Coach Prime. That's right, Deion Sanders. Coach Prime. Coach Prime knows how to win in Dallas. He knows what it's like to have a championship mindset. He knows how to hold guys accountable, and he is a culture changer. No coach will make Jerry Jones more money than Coach Prime. Deion Sanders will have Dallas Cowboys high stepping towards the Lombardi in no time. Griffin also stated that the Cowboys target Shedeur Sanders to replace Dak Prescott in the 2025 NFL Draft. He sold fans on the idea that Prescott could be a mentor to Shedeur as a rookie and prepare Sanders to lead the franchise into the future. All right, so let's stop there. So it's not just me that's thinking it too, it's RG3. So this is what's going to happen. This is going to be big. Let me just set it up for you. This is going to be big here. Let's set it up. Draft day 2025, the 2025 NFL draft. This man gonna be in there. He gonna be in there with his son. I'm not sure if Shiloh's gonna get picked on the first day. It just depends on what kind of season he had this year. But let's say if he had a monster season, oh, he's getting picked on day one. Now, could you imagine how big that is? He got both his boys there and Travis waiting to shake the commissioner's hand. Watch this. Watch this. Guys, there has been major breaking news out of Dallas. We're waiting for Jerry Jones to take the podium to announce the next head coach. And then Coach Prime is there. I'm telling you, it's the writing. This movie has already been written. Remember Nas' album? It was written. Oh, it was written. It was written. It was written already. I'm telling you. They flexed their muscle, man. If y'all hadn't flexed y'all muscle like that, if I'm telling y'all right now, if Warren don't come, he's leaving. I'm just letting y'all know that. He's leaving. He holds Warren in high regard. I remember when Warren came to the game, he said, Warren, you walk with me, not behind me. He holds him in high regard. And a lot of other people do too. He'll be coaching in Dallas too, if he want to. Yeah, you can't flex your muscle like that. Not with this. This is not a regular coach. This is not a regular coach you have here. Y'all don't even know what y'all got. Y'all gonna go back to square one when he leaves. Because when he leaves, the whole damn team is leaving. I'm just letting you know. We all know Travis going to the draft, Shiloh going to the draft, Shedeur is going to the draft. A few of those offensive linemen are going to the draft. Some of the defense going to the draft. Some of them might end up with the Cowboys. A lot of them players he might just give a chance to, and they might end up with the Cowboys, yo. He might sign them during training or something, like undrafted free agents. That'll be crazy. It'll be crazy, man. I see it already. The writing is on the wall. I see it. Y'all gonna pay dearly for where that article came out and that representative from the school was talking. Y'all getting ready to pay dearly. I'm just letting you know. I'm the one to tell you. You getting ready to pay dearly. You guys gonna don't save the ticket to the Jumbotron. Y'all don't need it. Y'all don't need it. He'll end this year and that'll be it. That's what I think. That's what I think, man. So, and for whoever that person that came in the chat yesterday and said, he's there, I hope you're right. I hope you are. I hope they just trying to filter this information out to add some suspense. I hope that's the case. I hope so. But you don't know what you're talking about. The person that came in here yesterday, I gave you opportunity. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't. Okay, talking about because I'm a Q. What that mean? Because you a Q. What does Q got to be doing with anything? All these murders we got in the inner city, Qs ain't did shit. So what is a Q is? What is that? I'm a brother too, but you don't know which fraternity. You're talking about I'm a Q. That don't mean nothing right now. In this society, the way things are crazy out here. Guys, well, I can just sit here and work on them. I'm telling you I can. But how y'all doing? How y'all doing? You said Max dropped the link. People want to talk. Oh, y'all know I'm dropping the link. It's coming. Myra is coming. But I had to get through my soliloquy first. And we're not going to have what we had yesterday, because what we had yesterday on a panel was messy. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He's not coming up here no more. I am not the one. You know who I'm talking about, sir. You too old to be messy. You too old for it. You're too old to be messy. So you're banned. Period. You know who you are. You're banned. You sitting up here saying people are jealous and stuff. You came in my joint to be messy. You don't go to nobody else's, but you came here to try to start some trouble. So your ass is banned. Yeah, he banned, yo. He can't come up here and be messy. He can't come up here and be messy talking about somebody jealous and all that and gonna say it on my joint just to bring trouble my way. So you banned. So I just wanted to say that. Yeah, you can't come up here and be messy. Sorry, guys, for the long soliloquy. How long did I take? Damn, I took 27 minutes. Why didn't y'all tell me to hit the link earlier? I know y'all like, well, you don't even read the chat, Max. Let me spam it a little bit. Yeah, that man was messy yesterday, man. He was messy. I thought about it. I said, nah, he can't come back here like that. We weren't even talking about this dude. And then he brought it up. So, hey, Cole.
Hey Max,
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. I just came to tell you that Sap is not in Boulder. He's at the Eagles in the Tampa Bay game.
Yeah, see? He's not coming. He's not coming. They
They
flexed
showed
her.
him on the sideline at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, he's not coming, man.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody there flexed their muscle, and how I know that is because of that article. Because I can see if it was like an opt-ed article, like a mysterious person, then I can say, okay, they're just making trouble. No, this was a representative in that article, and they named his name, and he
Wow.
said, we didn't talk about Sap coming, and he said, Coach Fromm ain't gonna talk about it no further.
What?
He said it. He said he's not going to speak on this matter no further than he already has. He said it in the article.
That's so odd. Cause if you remember in that interview that he be doing with that guy, he's like one of the voices for Colorado or something like that. Like they do like a weekly meeting, and they were talking about Sap coming, and he was like, "Yeah, he's coming." This was like 3 weeks ago, maybe I
I
think.
heard that, and he thought so too. He was excited about it. You talking about the guy with
Yeah,
the deep voice?
and he wears like the cowboy hat, the white
Yeah,
guy.
the deep voice guy. He was excited about it. He said, "I can't wait to," because he already talked to Sap. You know, when Sap used to come up there,
Yeah,
he was excited about it. He was like, "Man, I'm really excited to have him come there." But we'll see. I mean, they still have some time to decide. It could be a situation where they're trying to work it out.
Right.
It could be a negotiation issue. It could be trying to negotiate or something like that. It could be that too. I'm
It
hoping
just
it's that.
looks messy.
It does look messy.
Very like iffy.
It does. And hopefully, I don't think it's a negotiation issue, but
Neither.
we'll
So
see.
if he doesn't come, how do you think those kids will feel?
They're gonna feel a certain type of way because they probably was coming there for him,
Mm-hmm.
especially some people on the defensive line.
Yeah.
But they whoever comes, I'm sure he will have a viable replacement. You know,
Right.
he will have some type of NFL quality replacement for him. If it's no, he's a big. You can't replace him though. You really can't. The way he talks to the kids and now you can't replace that. But he's gonna bring somebody that's official though. So
What's going on, y'all?
yeah, he was going on.
Hey.
Yeah, they pulling strings, yo. They don't want the recruiting power to go to CU. They know that's just an overkill. Like with Sap and Prime, that's overkill. That's OP like all day.
He said it's overkill. And the other guy that they hired,
From FAMU, that guy.
yeah, that's overkill with him there
Ooh.
too.
Right, Rips, Reese, or Ray,
Rest press.
Rest. Man, yeah, that's a lot. They don't want that because they want to keep the Bama look. They gotta, the politic gotta be good old Bama boy. They don't want nothing else.
Yeah, I don't know about Bama though. I don't
Yeah, they're
know.
not gonna be the same.
I'm
You don't
telling you,
think so?
them
No.
connections run deep.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't think so.
he don't have the same weight.
No, I'm talking about the politics to make like it's certain hands behind certain doors. So
I don't think so either, man. I just don't think he I think Bill Belichick should have took it. If he had took the job, everybody would have stayed.
I
But
think
see, the
any
only problem with that is he didn't know that he was going to leave at that particular time. Actually, no, he already left the Patriots, so they could have hired him.
yeah, but I think anybody Prime put out there, they're gonna try and find some dirt on whoever. Like it don't matter at this point. Like you got to be a squeak. Like you can't. I already see how they about to, because they can't. You know what I'm saying? Once you can't find nothing on them, you got to start lying or putting out old history. You can't stand that, Joe. But they be quick to talk about forget about the past though. But they always want to bring up somebody's past. You know what I mean?
It's always been
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely agree with that.
That's
But
crazy.
I'm with Max on that. If Sap don't show up, my boy gone.
Yeah,
Man, they playing with
he
fire.
gone.
Is that a hill worth dying on though? Like,
Huh?
is that a
Yeah,
hill worth
because
dying on?
Well,
that's because of who Warren Sap is.
Yeah, he's a
Mm-hmm.
major person in college football. As you see, he was on the sideline in an NFL game. He
Mm-hmm.
holds weight. He he coached a lot of people into that Pro Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's well respected amongst his peers and owners in the NFL. That was almost like kind of overkill. Have him and Coach Prime there and Rest Press.
Mm-hmm.
That was an ultimate recruiting situation. But who knows though? Maybe it. See, Coach Prime didn't say anything, so it's hard to say because he's keeping. I know how because I'm like that too. I would just be silent on it, and I'll make my decision after the off season.
right. Because
But he has to
But
be.
on this, I
He has to
think
get
he's
through the
gonna have
season.
to say something because
Well, not really. He really don't have to say anything. He
people
just
are gonna
carry.
keep people are gonna keep asking him, especially because he said in several interviews that Sap is coming, and then you have Sap with his coach cup. Like,
right, the Saps is
you guys
coming.
have dropped all of these hints, and then if he doesn't show up, and it's just like, okay, well, what the hell happened? Not saying you got to tell exactly what happened, but you're gonna have to say something.
You know what I was thinking? Somebody said, well, technically he didn't have to show up until a certain date.
Right,
Um, but most of the coaches that were hired were there.
right.
Okay. And
Right.
So most of them were there. Um, I could see, yeah, we're going to winter conditioning and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I don't know, man, because he got his degree. I could see if he was still finishing that up, but he finished it. He was working on that before he even said it. He was already
Right.
working.
And that was the whole point of him getting it.
Hmm.
But did he
So he
work it
got
out?
that. But even though Coach Prime didn't say what capacity he's joining, he didn't say he was going to be a coach, but he was joining in some capacity.
Yeah,
So
but he did say, Sap did say he gonna work with the defensive line.
yeah, is he going to be the coach or he going to be an analyst? So
Mm.
I don't know.
He said he was gonna teach him the 5 steps. That's what he said. So
Yep.
that's more like a developing trainer or something, maybe
Yeah.
coach, assistant coach, director
Assistant
coach,
coach or
something like that. Co-director
so
and assistant coach,
yeah.
analyst, some kind of position.
But he has the credentials to be the coach though.
Yes, he does.
Defensive line. I mean, if you hired that offensive line Warren Sapp has a gold jacket. This is that guy first year coaching as well. The last time he was analyst in his other position. This is his first year coaching. So if you hired him, you should hire Warren Sapp as the coach as well because he has a gold jacket.
Mhm.
So
Does anybody know exactly what he's been like accused of that's so bad? Like,
I don't want to get into it. Like I could have, like I'll give you that link to
mhm.
that article because they went into it. I didn't want to really much get into it because he wasn't convicted on anything. They dropped it.
Wasn't no
Right,
court.
okay.
Wasn't nothing. Yeah.
What was it? You ain't got to tell me exactly what it is, but was it like involving another person? Like,
Hmm. Another woman.
um, gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I'm just thinking like I know there's been a lot of instances where other coaches, even in other sports, like they've gotten to incidents where they were just put in timeout for a minute and they're able
Hmm.
to continue coaching. So I'm trying to figure out like what the hell did he like murder somebody as to
No,
why like he's just off limits.
you remember when he was working for the NFL Network
Mm-hmm.
and they let him go,
Um,
and it was due to the allegations then, but then eventually it was dropped.
gotcha.
You
I'll
know,
probably do some little research
and
because
then
I
it was
don't.
a separate incident as well, and those charges were dropped. So I
Gotcha.
get it. I
Gotcha.
mean, they trying to it's everybody has something going on with them,
Mm-hmm.
but I believe what Coach Prime said. He said people have a right to change, and you
Mm-hmm.
know, I believe in what his philosophy was. What he said, people have a right to change and move on with their life.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
that should be the theory.
that's
Cause
me. I don't know.
that should be the theory though. 'Cause if you want to go around digging up dirt, oh man, it's a
Yeah.
whole lot.
Exactly.
You could
It's
dig
a
up dirt on everybody.
whole lot. It's way
Gotcha.
worse than this.
Well,
There's a lot riding on this season.
Hmm. It's just
Definitely.
the
it's a lot
timing.
riding on it.
Yeah. Um, Coach Sapp, the referees, the Big 12. It's a lot riding on this season. If he's not satisfied, baby, on nothing, you can better believe Coach Prime getting up out of there. He did the same thing when he played football. Did the same thing when he played baseball. He was not gonna stay, and he wasn't happy and comfortable. He was
Hmm.
gone,
Yeah, it's
But
and he has not changed.
And to be
nope.
honest, that was the main point of him taking this job is because he wanted full control of everything and to be able to make the decisions and not have to report to someone.
Right.
So it's like you guys are if this
Yeah,
is the case with SAP, you guys are kind of stepping on his toes and going against your word of what you said you would give him full control.
exactly. I still
So,
want to know who that person was that did all that talking.
some
mm,
Yeah.
some
How
stuff.
does it work though? So if he names a coach, don't it has to go through like some type of
No,
I don't know
um
the athletic director.
higher ups or something to approve it as well?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
only
sure
the
there's a
athletic
board
director.
that approves the staff.
The head coach brings in. It's like how Kalen bring in his coach over from Washington. The head coach hires who they want on the staff. Now, if the director and the board representatives start to act weird, that's something different. But like
Hey, I read on that situation because I didn't know about the Washington situation, how he just left the team.
Dirty.
Right.
Who?
Well, apparently he knew something after the bowl game because after the bowl game
He had a
he
30
did
minute meeting.
he did go back to campus,
Hmm.
and shortly after that he was packing.
And told 30 other players, let's go. Then
So he knew something.
right, he told 30 more players the plan, and the rest of the team didn't know what happened. They said they walked in the locker room and seen 30 lockers empty.
Oh, he took 30 players with him.
Yep, and didn't tell the rest of the team. Didn't even tell the team. Didn't tell the team nothing. That's like, you talking about just getting bounced on. That's crazy.
Yeah. Which means they had been talking to him before the
Yeah.
season ended.
Yep.
Yeah.
Saban had already told the higher ups, like, okay, this is it for me.
That's crazy.
So he
Yeah.
told 30
Everybody knew
players.
before the season ended.
They said they just had a meeting, and 30 minutes later, they go in the locker room.
No, they did. No. That's what they saying. But
The
it takes a
players,
while to pick the right coach. It does.
the
Cause you
players that
do,
said that
yeah, you do
talking about the
interviews over
Washington.
the phone, even if and then they sneaking in. Yeah, they ain't telling nobody what they doing. They sneaking in. So you can better believe that they had him in Alabama before before he came down to meet the team.
He just lost. They just was coaching. Like
Yeah, he
last,
was there that night because
this is barely a week.
he was there that night.
Yeah. So you
Yeah,
know they had been
they
talking to
hired
him
him.
before. They had been talking to that guy before the season ended.
Before the season. When Saban league? Saban left what, that Wednesday, Thursday? He left Thursday.
Yeah.
A few
Yeah.
days
When
after the.
So he was in Washington for 2 days after the championship, because they said they had a team meeting after the game. Washington. They said right after the meeting, they went to the locker room and seen like 30 lockers open. That's what the players said on the FaceTime. I don't know if you seen that.
I told you, which they had see, he had already picked his guys who he was taking with him, and they
Right.
probably knew way before that bowl game they had.
Probably
So that
after. I
mean they
wouldn't
was
say
keeping the
before.
secret too, not telling nobody,
Yeah, I
Yeah, they were
wouldn't
not
keeping
say.
the
even telling
secret.
their boys.
I wouldn't
They
say. I
told him,
wouldn't
don't
say.
tell nobody anything.
I wouldn't say they knew before the bowl game, because I don't think nobody really knew before the bowl game. We found out Thursday after the bowl game. Bowl game was on Monday. The players said they had a team meeting after the game, like everything was cool, and then they just went to the locker. So yeah, he probably got the word that morning and told his players after the meeting or before the meeting so that they, if they want to go to Bama, let's go. And he
No,
just
that kid
bounced.
said that they didn't know.
No, the players after the game, after Monday, they had came on, I think Friday. What, you see the live stream? They said they had a team meeting after the bowl game, and he talked to the team, but he didn't say nothing about going to Alabama.
Right.
And then the players went to the locker room. They go in the locker room, and it's 30 lockers empty. So either before the team meeting, when everybody came in the meeting, or when he called people to the meeting, he told them that he was going to Bama, and he didn't tell the team, but he told the players that he wanted probably to hop in the portal.
He's
That's dirty.
terrible.
That's
He's a
terrible.
he's terrible.
Like, you ain't got enough. There's no
Boy,
hiding
cold.
behind
You
it.
talking about cold blooded?
Yeah, because
MMA breakdown. That is not what Coach Prime did. Coach Prime told his players he
Right.
was leaving. So don't get in here lying.
he was coaching two teams when he was leaving. He didn't even.
Exactly.
He wasn't even. He was still bouncing back and forth. And then he told him he was leaving.
Mhm.
Talking about, hey, hope they don't got no abandonment issues. Them boys probably went through some terrible trauma.
He even told the new team, "I'm leaving. I'm going to finish what I started, and I'll be
Well,
back."
I know one thing. If they don't do right this year, he gonna be telling telling Colorado. I'm gone. Because you can better believe when Coach Prime last year went to Dallas, I can guarantee you they was talking to him by coming that way.
Yep.
Of course. I seen that when he went to that Thursday night football game.
And
You saw it, didn't you?
After
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Jones, he see how he was crying, right? He was crying after the game. I'd never seen him
Never
like
seen
that.
a grown man cry like that on camera.
I'd
He
never
gotta be in
seen
the
him
movie.
cry after
I
a
thought
game like that.
I'm like, this
Oh
dude
He
man.
happy.
introduced Coach Prime to his whole family.
And I never seen him break down after a game. Yeah, of course, after some games, he looks, distraught, but not like this.
I think reality hit him. Like, no matter how much money you got, you still can't get what you want in life.
He might as well get a coach in there to just generate revenue. He might as well just do that.
That's a lesson to you all. So
Yep.
don't get so caught up in money because it
You
can't
can't
bring you.
always get what you want.
Can't
Yeah,
always.
yeah.
That's
No, that's
that,
true.
that's what that look gave me. He was just like, man, he just looked like he was going through everything. Not to be laughing at him like that, but just to think like, yo, you a whole multi-billionaire. What are you crying about?
He crying because they lost in the playoffs.
That part. What you really want, the money or the championship?
He won the championship.
He won that championship,
He
Yeah,
baby.
he
want
did.
as many as he could get.
Yes, sir. Yes.
It's
He
love.
don't
That's
mind spending money.
Mm-mm.
Like he don't
No, he
mind.
sure don't. No, he don't mind that.
He got the friends. You see how he was introducing them to Prime. This is my banker friend.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
he's
this
already
is
making moves
this is such
already.
and such married to such and such. This is
Bank
such.
of America. Like, okay, Jerry.
He said, "Look at Shador here." He said, "People are telling me that he's going to be a first round pick."
You know, we hearing it is true.
That man had a twinkle in his eye.
He said,
He
"Where's your
sure
brother?"
did, didn't
He said, "Where's your
he?
brother?"
He said he had that little twinkle in his eye. That's what you
He said, "I
said.
might as well take both of
I'm
you."
telling you. I seen that little glycerin.
He
He
was
got
I'm
asking for
telling you,
Shiloh too.
because guess
What?
who talking about they want to pull both brothers? The
Who?
Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, them two. Yeah,
Yeah.
because everybody see like the money it'll generate.
mm-hmm.
Like if you bring Coach Prime and the kids, you and the boys, you'll see how, I mean, the men, excuse me, young men, you'll see how much money it generates.
They
I
come to
mean,
Atlanta. I'll
everybody
be there
see the
every
formula.
game.
Everybody see the formula and is working at CU.
Hmm.
NFL would
Yeah,
love
yeah.
that. Hmm.
That's
Oh
what I was saying
yes,
before.
yeah, because
Prime,
that will bring so much eyes on the NFL.
mm-hmm. It's about fans. It's
But who
supporters.
knows where Shador going? I know Jerry Jones, the way he was looking, he
He
might
want
try to
him. He
press.
want him.
He want that money.
He said, he might take his, you like, I want your brother and Travis.
He's about to have a heart attack out there
Because
looking for
he,
Shador.
he kept asking, what's your doing? What's your doing? He said, well, he
He,
bite there, he coming.
he
Yeah,
be like,
that's what he
wait,
wanted the photo op.
looking like he lost some money. What's Shador at? What's Shador?
Yeah, where's
What's Shador at?
Shiloh? Didn't he ask
Is
for
he here? Is
Shiloh?
he over here? Is he over there? Is he up? Is he down?
Did you hear what he said?
Woo!
Did you hear what he said? The Shador, he was like, "Your dad inspired me too."
Right? Yeah, right.
He kind of looked at him like,
He was shaking it, looking at shaking his hand like, yes, championships, yes, victory. That's all he was
Nah,
saying.
them people was looking at Shador like this is it. Even that lady, she was like, "Can I
"Yeah,
introduce you to my daughter?"
You said how you were looking.
Mm-hmm.
I
He
said,
was
What's
trying to
wrong with
"What?"
say,
you?
that family is something else." They gonna find them a championship that before it's all said. They gonna try again.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you something, baby. And you can better believe, shoot, man. Coach Prime ain't happy, and he looking, man. I'm telling you, cause they done everything in the book with this college setup, buying kids off so they won't come to Colorado.
mm-hmm.
Often they got that was messed up. Often they got more money at Florida State, knowing full well y'all are on punishment for 2 years, but you offer the kid more money to keep him there. Man, come on. Hey, boy.
That's the
Between
game.
Florida State Oregon, oh man, come on.
That's how it is now. You see what Texas did to the Alabama wide receiver, and he got a what kind of car was that he was driving?
Lambo,
A
Lamborghini?
Lamborghini. Yeah, a Lamborghini truck, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Urus.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
It looked like somebody said they kidnapped him.
Stupid.
Hey, hey, don't feel, hey, don't
Somebody
be
said
like
you coming
Jerry.
with us.
You gonna pull a Jerry out there? They chasing that money.
Oh, Jerry, he's up to he gonna be up to something in the off season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because you
yeah,
figure he
yeah.
got one more season. He will. You know, I'm not saying he gonna do this, but you know, teams they be tanking, right? They tank on purpose. Some
Oh
teams
yeah.
I've heard that happen.
Mm-hmm.
off
Yeah.
the draft picks.
Yeah. Yeah, you've
They
had
just go
teams do that.
build a team. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what Detroit doing in the NBA.
Or what he'll do is he'll try to work out some kind of trade deal because he won't be available to get Shador. He will have to trade to get him.
Dallas should
So
still have some first round picks somewhere. Man.
possibly, and then I could see him under the tutelage of Dak Prescott. Because how long Dak been playing?
Long enough to be traded.
Well, he's been playing.
I know, right?
He's been playing more than 8 years, right?
Well, he's been there since Romo.
Something like that.
Yeah, he been playing more than 8 years. Dak
Yeah,
Prescott has.
that's like close to retirement.
He had good seasons though. It's just like I don't know what's not getting him over the hump.
I don't know,
What?
but yeah, when Jerry when he saw Dion and he said, "Oh yeah, I got him here now." Oh yeah,
Prime is back.
oh yeah.
Prime is back.
This is our
I
banker.
know, right?
Broke out both owners boxes. Wake up, we gonna extend the owners boxes. Open the wall up.
And who was the guy? You remember when they were?
Got Dion in the building.
You remember when they were up in the press box? Who were those people talking to him?
I think that's some of his family. Wasn't it
All
some of Jerry
family.
family?
Yeah, okay.
All
Yeah,
family.
yeah, it was all Jerry family. He, his family. Welcome to the family, J.I.
He
Dion.
introduced all his family to him.
You're gonna get us a win tonight. They did too. They got a win that night. It was a big game.
So Shador
They
is
sure did.
to be under Dak Prescott for about 2 years. He can learn from him for about 2 years.
If Shador go to Dallas, it's gonna like wake up the whole NFL.
And they don't let them sit in the stands. Even when they was at the Denver Broncos game, they had them up in the place.
Mm-hmm.
They don't let them sit in the stands nowhere.
Mm-mm.
If he go there, it'd be two killer quarterbacks in Texas. CJ and Shador, that'd be crazy. Then what if they end up in a seat? Though it's gonna be a Dallas to Houston Super
Oh
Bowl
yeah,
if that happens.
because they live right there in Dallas. Woo, baby.
That
AFC,
would be tough.
NFC, and
He'd be back
Texas.
home.
Oh man, imagine Shador go to Dallas and then in 4 or 5 years it's Dallas and Houston in the Super Bowl. That'd be
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, that'd be
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy. CJ Stroud and Shador, I'd like to see that. That'd be some epic football history right there.
Yep.
They should script that into the play, to the next storyline. Hey, for real. You know, they got all kind of look. It's about to be so much. Prime about to do this with all the players though. Like I said this. I said he gonna make it to where a lot of his players are gonna have a really big supportive fan base, and like to franchises, that's highly attractive, man, because that's bringing fan support. And I was just like how North Carolina, that A fans don't even want the Panthers. The A fans don't even want to go to the games. They empty arena. You know what I mean? That's bad for business. So
Yes, it is.
you know, Prime gonna
And
get all of that. You know,
you talk about the fans. The fans are upset that RG3 had something to say about Coach Prime going to Dallas.
Oh, and what's his name said something too. Stephen A want him out of Colorado.
Oh
He said,
yeah,
I
badly,
don't want my
badly.
there. Yeah, he said he got to leave, man. Everybody's saying that. I'm saying it now. He got to go, man. After this
Cause
season,
see, they saw the
they
writing on the
almost lost
wall.
in Alabama now. Don't forget. They was the hair is from a phone call away from losing in Alabama. If Prime would have won about 2 more games, he would have been in Bama today.
I would say that coach that they have there now, he got to win off the gate. If he don't, they'll give him a couple years before they start calling for another coach.
I think he's gonna be all right though. There, I think
You
he's gonna
think so?
really. I think he's gonna really cause if you really watch that national championship game, like on offense, they was just getting beside that whole Washington was they wasn't really executing. The running back wasn't running work. He was hurt. You could tell he wasn't running. Like it was just they was just like they wasn't executing. I think Bama, he got too much talent, man. He gonna come up with some crazy. He might tear you up. I mean,
Yeah, I don't even think he
Dabo
was
might.
trying to win that bowl game because
No,
he
he
know
was
he was
trying
leaving.
to. No, they wasn't beat like that. They played good. They were shutting Michigan down in the second in the end of the game until what's the name? This kid Penix kind of just gave out. But they got the 3 and outs they needed to get the tie when it was 13-20 and when it was 20-13. All that it was getting the stops. They just didn't have the offense going right. So I seen that. Bama didn't play them like they played. Bama let Michigan come back and spank them in overtime. And they lucky they gave them the ball with them 2 muff punts, or Bama won the score but 1 touchdown. Like I'm looking at that. I ain't really talking about the game, but I called it before the game. When I was watching, I was like, yeah, beautiful. I called it. They manhandled Bama, and they didn't play. Bama didn't. Michigan didn't look like how Bama looked out there when they played against Michigan. I don't care
And
who talking.
somebody said, trust the process. Prime can make a bigger impact in the lives of these young men than self-entitled NFL millionaires.
That part. Yeah, Prime going.
Um,
They said Prime got Travis. I heard Prime got Travis a lifetime contract with something. NIL lifetime deal.
Reginald,
Like,
he said they're not going to be the same for 20 years. Thank you for the donation. He said Alabama's not going to be the same for this.
Bama,
Damn, 20 years?
That's extreme.
that is
They'll get a coach in there before then.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this coach a shot. Let's see what he'll do. He got to
Caleb.
keep some of the players. They said Caleb Downs was at the first meeting.
Yeah, they said he
They're
about to.
trying to keep him.
They said he might be about to dope. It was iffy because Travaris Robertson, he was playing. It was all if he stayed or gone, and it was like he met with him yesterday after he said he was going to Georgia, but now today he going to Georgia for rap. He in Georgia, so now Caleb, they talking about him going either there, Ohio State, maybe.
Hold on, real
Uh,
quick. Hey, Brian, you said Alabama ain't hiring a black coach. They've already done that already. They got black coaches there. Yeah, they hired black coach there. You mean head coach or coach?
You probably mean head coach.
Oh, head coach. No, I mean they probably would hire Alabama. I mean, I hire Prime.
Uh-uh.
If they were looking to hire him, they would have. I
Prime
don't
can't go
think,
to Alabama. Mm-mm.
huh?
He can't go there. Prime. Mm-mm.
Y'all don't think so?
Lose one game, they gonna hang his ass. Mm-mm.
That's what any coach. Look,
No.
that's what any coach. They were like,
Gonna hang him by them toes. No.
well,
you need to win now.
Facts.
We need some championships.
You see how they acting at Colorado in year 1? That's
Yeah.
gonna be times 30. Mm-mm.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that would
30,000.
they would be after him. They
No
would be.
can do.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Bama fans are very unstable fans.
But my thing is, like, every time there's a new job opening, it's go get Coach Prime. Let's
I
see what we
know.
can
I
say
know.
him. Then it
Yeah,
was Alabama. Now it's the Cowboys.
Well,
Like,
here's my thing. It's because Sap is not there. Then I want him to bounce after this season. I'm gonna keep saying it throughout the season. Like he's done at the end of the season. I'm gonna say it so much it probably will happen. I don't see him staying after this season.
they're
I
trying to
don't.
put blinders on the vision, man. You can't don't put blinkers on the vision. We see it, Willie. They trying to
Yeah,
stop the vision.
yeah. Stop trying to
unless
control.
unless that transfer rule is like this 2-time transfer rule actually sticks, I don't see him leaving Shalimar in Colorado. I don't
She,
see it happening.
yeah.
like at all. And people are like, "Oh, she's grown. She can take care of herself." If you
And
guys
she's not gonna
actually
stay there.
if you guys actually watch them, they're like super overprotective of her.
Yeah,
They're
she ain't
not
gonna stay
leaving
there.
her. They're not leaving her there. And I
They
think
too.
she actually has a really good shot to be in the lineup next season for the girls team. So I don't think he would do that.
Right. She gonna go off. She ain't having it. We sitting down. You know, she probably tired of moving
He's
around.
not building a legacy at Colorado. Somebody said building a legacy. No, he's not.
That's what he
He might
says he
better.
wants to, but who
He's
knows?
not.
People
Once he
mind
started seeing
change.
how they, once you did and you start seeing how they controlling the narrative,
Right.
Especially if they're going against,
he's not thinking about no legacy.
yeah, unless especially since if they're
But
going
remember,
against what they
they offered
said.
him a contract, extension contract and everything. That
No,
man
they
said no.
no. He said no. He said that wasn't true. Prom said they never offered him a lifetime extension.
They haven't offered him no extension.
No, he said that was nothing on the table. No extensions.
Oh, they gonna lose
Do
him.
they do those in year one?
I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
yeah.
I wouldn't
Do
sign a
they?
lifetime if I was him anyway.
I
Yeah,
think he
that's
probably
true.
he probably
Mm-mm.
just
That's
said
kind
it
of
just
But
silly.
they do offer extension contracts after your first year. If
Okay.
they like you, they sure do.
Mm-hmm.
Cause they don't want
Hold
nobody
on,
else to
hold on,
get
hold on
you.
1 second. Hold on one
that's not
second. I'm about to
always.
shut you down. Hold on 1 second. He said shut the channel down. Well, I'm shutting you down. How about that? Because we're gonna shut you down. These people got me fucked up. I don't know what it is, man. Maybe because I'd be like, welcome back to another video. No, I'm with it. Your ass is gone. Hold on one
Way
second.
Yeah,
back,
so
way
bounce them
back.
out
You
of there.
said
Where
Peace
is he?
way
out,
He
J
said,
way.
27.
you talking about shut your chin. You go tell them other motherfuckers to shut their channel down. Don't
Right.
come up here messing with me.
That man made Colorado a lot of
Yeah, I'm
money.
almost ready to retire out this piece. I don't take nothing from nobody. Sitting up here talking about shut my channel down. And I'm sitting up here just giving my opinion like everybody else. You go tell
Right.
them to shut their channel down.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come up here and trying to disrespect.
Don't even
Just
bring no
like what's his name,
reference to
old school came up in here disrespecting me yesterday and didn't even apologize.
He did after I left.
No, he talking about we sitting up here jealous of somebody, and then he
Oh
gonna
my
call out that
god.
other channel
Yeah,
holder's
I
name.
heard that.
Yeah, that was
He does that a
disrespectful.
lot. He goes from he did that to
Yeah, that
Coach
was
Hayes.
disrespectful what he did.
He
He
does
did
that
that
to
to
a
Coach
lot of
Hayes too.
channels.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
he's sitting up here
wait.
name dropping and saying people are jealous of that other channel.
Old
Like
school is
name dropping.
weird.
Yeah. Thank
He
you,
weird.
Tracy. Thank you, Tracy.
Yes, listen.
That's
Yeah,
a
gonna sit up here
lot.
and tell me shut your
We knew
channel
what we
down.
was
Probably
talking
sitting
about.
up in his shitty ass drawers. Sitting up here talking about
Oh, not
Damn.
the turds and turd dams.
Yeah, I remember when he got on yesterday. Like we were literally chilling, and you come and just ruin the whole vibe.
yeah, he
Like,
was name dropping.
Yeah, he
what is
did.
wrong
He
with you,
did.
old man?
Well, like I say, you're responsible to be accountable for how people take what you said. You know what I'm saying?
He's so messy.
You said what you said, and it had nothing to do with what he was talking about. But somehow he interpreted that, so that's on him.
Yeah, we weren't even talking about the other channel holder. We were talking about
Clickbait.
literally we were talking about clickbaiting.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. And he just somehow, I don't know if he even understood what clickbait meant in that moment.
Nah, old school
And how
literally go channel to channel doing that.
you know what I'm saying?
He does
How
that.
old is he?
I'm cool with old school though. Old school, you know what I'm saying? Big ups to old school if he in here, but you can't be doing that.
Old
You
Like,
said
school, a
Hermo,
drunk
it's
said
all
fool.
Max,
it's
did
all
he
love
tell
in the
you your
streets.
numbers and subscribers? You mean on my I don't know what you're talking about there.
Wait, what happened?
Somebody said that t- Hermo, she said Max, did he tell you your numbers, subscribers? Nah, I don't. You talking about old?
Oh, he did that to Coach Hayes. He knew every single amount of subscribers Coach Hayes has, how many views he get. Like old school is
No, he
crazy.
don't know mine on like all my 8 channels. No, he don't know.
Old school crazy.
This is not my biggest channel.
Hmm. Yeah, he'll break down your follower count, how many views you get, how many comments you get.
Damn,
Man, you want to come in and take over?
how many comments? Damn.
Yeah, he
What
crazy.
the? What are you, a data analyst?
He's something. But Thomas,
No,
he
no old
computer
school.
illiterate.
I'm not dropping the link. Old school. Mm-mm.
No, you're not allowed on here, old
Nope.
school.
Not
No,
dropping the
no,
link.
no.
Yeah, Casey, 8 channels. Not dropping the link. Old school.
I
No,
love them
no.
Because what
streets,
you
man. I
did
love them in
yesterday,
the
you were
trenches.
name dropping another. You were name dropping another channel holder, and you said people were jealous of him, and that's not the case. I can't be jealous of somebody that's old enough to be my son.
Facts.
He's literally old enough. He could be. That could be my son. So I'm not jealous of him. I know who you were talking to. You were talking to T. Nicole when you said it, but the fact that
Hmm.
you name dropped in here, we don't do that.
Exactly.
If we're gonna
And
name drop,
keep in mind, I said don't mention anyone's name on
right?
this as we're talking about clickbait.
If we're gonna name drop, we're gonna talk about them in a good light.
Fact.
Yeah, in which I do. If you go to my message board, I be sharing people content over here.
And
So I'm not a
you
hater.
did say something positive about him.
I did.
Yep.
Yeah, people just like to be messy.
That's just old school.
Mm-hmm.
So big ups to man. Since we brought his name up, big ups to John Liquidator. Y'all go check his channel
So
out. Great
old school,
content.
you have been fined, not banned, but fined. You've been fined. You've been fined. Let me leave
Yeah.
him alone.
How many
Your ass
days?
is in timeout.
I
He
know,
issued
right?
them. He issued them 20 days in the goo.
You said who won a bet Shiloh would get in the first 3 rounds of the draft? I think they were saying if he was to leave this year, he was looking at, was it the second round? I
They
think the
were
bottom of the
saying,
second round, they said
yeah, they saying like the 120, 150 pick or something.
120, 150, yeah, somewhere around there.
And
That's not
Prime
bad.
said, hell no.
That's about middle of the
Prime need
draft.
him back.
He want him more front of the draft.
The Prime said, y'all ain't going nowhere. Remember they were talking about, remember when they were at the game?
Leaving? They were talking about leaving.
He was like, what y'all talking about?
Doing the different game.
Yeah, he said, y'all not going nowhere.
Hmm.
Y'all not going to leave your daddy like this.
Yeah. Well, Shador
That's
first.
hilarious.
Shador first round, top 10 for sure.
You think
Yeah, for sure.
Top five,
taking,
looking real good. You know what I mean?
Coach Prime takes any job besides Colorado? It could be NFL or Michigan. Wow, you think Michigan?
Michigan,
Unless what?
Michigan.
I don't think
Michigan.
there's
he
Harbaugh
gone.
there.
No, he gone. Harbaugh
Oh, is
out of
it?
here. Yep, this about to be a whole new portal entry.
Wait a minute, hold on a second.
It just cranked up again.
When
Man,
was that news drop?
He it was on an interview for I think somebody, the Chargers, somebody he interviewed today for. It was all online. Look up
He's going to the
Harbaugh's.
Chargers?
Yeah, something. I think he just had an interview with him. Yeah, he out of there.
Oh, Harbaugh out of there.
Michigan
Yeah,
about to
yeah.
be next
So
on the grill.
you can't go around punishing people and doing a whole bunch of stuff, man. Forget it. I go to the NFL and have freedom.
Hmm.
They wilding over a
You
burger.
think they'll vacate that title?
No.
I don't know.
I think they dropped. I think they went towards dropping the charges or whatever, the
Hmm.
tampering, because they're not going to suspend them. It was just tampering. I guess he took somebody out for a burger that was supposed to go to another school. No, he went to a barbecue, or somebody was seen at somebody else at a barbecue at a recruit or with a recruit that was promised to another school.
Oh,
So
okay.
they weren't sure that he went. Well, supposedly I think it was like this. They met up at a barbecue and talked, but they're not sure if he was provoked to come to the barbecue or he went to the barbecue on his
Wait, it
own.
was wasn't he sign stealing? Well,
Well,
allegedly.
that really that's you can't really make nothing out of that because that's just
But
I
wasn't
guess
that the
man
reason
gossip.
why they got penalized though?
Yeah, it was the sign stealing.
Yeah,
It was
sign
the sign in the tampering, the hamburger,
Yeah, the tampering.
I
the
didn't hear
tampering.
that one.
Yeah, it's the tampering. The sign stealing is the smoke screen. That's the fan
Damn.
gossip.
Niggas can't have a cheeseburger.
Yeah, because remember tampering was what kept people like Saban and everybody on coaching because you couldn't recruit from another team while they was on the team. Like if they get into the portal, okay, you can recruit them. But if they on another team, you ain't supposed to have no kind of
Would,
interactions with them or
No, they
hey,
still doing that.
anything.
would they
Well,
be able to
no, no,
keep
they got
their
to be in the
national
portal first.
championship?
Hmm?
Would they be able to keep their national championship?
They're not. They
No,
only
they
suspended.
they probably have vacated if they
Really?
get. Yeah. Mhm.
They were talking about. Well, they said they're gonna still have to give it up.
Damn.
That's what they saying now.
Yeah.
That's bad for the kids, man.
I
On
think
what? On the
if they get charged with anything, they'll vacate it. I know they do that a lot in college basketball.
Yeah.
Like if you get caught up with anything, they vacate the title even if you win.
They do that
the
in football
sign
too.
stealing don't even sound real. Like
Hmm.
you could look. You gonna always. I mean, we know the signs. You know what the calls are. We all know what disco mean. We all know dizzy twist. Like everybody know. Like when they call checks, people know the calls. It's like I don't. That's
Yeah, it's
not
like
strong
it's like
enough.
you ain't doing nothing that ain't been done. So
Right. So
Right.
you go like it's the investigation part. It's that barbecue, man. They can't prove that whatever recruit that was at that barbecue like lured a recruit to the barbecue. So they kind of like letting it go. From what I heard, the sign stealing part that's like baloney. Like there's really fan gossip. Like that right there is like even when they bring it up in the big media, like play. That's why Dion and them be like, man, that's a they're not gonna really go into it because like if you ever watch the movie Marshall, it'll show you right in the movie like when Marshall plane crash and they coach didn't have a playbook. Teams was just giving them they film so they could get a handle of what they do. So like stuff like that. Getting somebody playbook, that's all no, that's normal. That's nothing new.
You know
People
what's crazy though? If they do vacate that title, that's gonna be like the second title they have vacated because they vacated the Fab Fives championship
boy,
situation.
yeah, that was more real deal. Like
So I'm just saying like that would be crazy in that school's history.
but
That in basketball and in football they do that. If they do that.
But and they was there too, like this week for the first time since like then, like all together, like all five of them, like C Webb, D Rose, all of them.
And they was just all together yesterday, I think. I saw a picture of them all together.
Yeah, at Michigan.
Hmm.
Yeah, they was getting paid. They was on C Weber getting paid. They was on C Web. I remember that, like, cause it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Like the man, they deserve to be paid. But that was a different time.
C Web's like, I'm out here starving, man. Do you know what I gotta do to eat?
Yeah. He left after his second year.
Yeah,
Hmm.
cause of
yeah.
that, cause of that money. It
He
was
left right
paying.
after that timeout. Remember he did the TO?
Oh man.
Man, right when they got on him about that money, he was
Was that
about
against Duke?
was
Uh,
I just North Carolina.
either
Was it
North
against Duke?
Carolina.
It
It
was either
was
North
Duke.
Carolina or Duke.
Because
Yeah,
Duke
it's
had
one of
what's the
them.
name in it? They had
Christian Leitner,
Christian Leitner. Yeah, but
Bobby
it was
Hurley.
Crazy
mm-hmm.
times.
Yeah,
Damn, I
that's when
remember
So
Duke
that.
was hoop.
You'll
yeah.
never see that again. Five freshmen.
Well, they kind of got that at UConn right now, but
Do they really?
yeah.
Wow, five freshmen. That's all right.
Hmm. But granted, all of them don't play. Like three of them play consistent minutes. But
Yeah, you said it was
yeah,
Duke, Grant Hill. Yeah,
Grant
man.
Hill, Grant, yeah, Grant Hill and the Leitner going crazy. It
Yeah, I
was
remember that game. I remember they was because they were accepting money under the table. It wasn't just Chris Webber, it was somebody else in the Fab Five
all
that
of them.
received some money.
They
yeah. I think
all
all
they
of them
all
was
did.
getting
They
All
money.
of
all
them.
yeah
Hmm.
they were all
Yeah.
getting an
They all
investigation
getting money.
Hmm.
because it was the jersey. Remember, they was though was it the jersey? The jersey. I think the jersey came out or something. Did he sell
Yeah.
a jersey? No, was that Woodson? They was one of them. They was all over Michigan at that time.
Yeah,
And then
they made
somebody
sure they
sold the
locked that
jersey
crew up.
and they got all over it.
Then
Yeah, I
they
think it was because they were not getting any money from the jerseys, and that's when they started that like Black Sox and not representing the university thing.
oh, that's why they did the Black Sox.
Yeah, they stopped wearing like the school's merch because they
Oh,
was
that's
making all that money off of them.
and look, they did the Black Sox and they were wearing the Hirachis.
Hmm.
I
Right,
still have a
everybody
pair.
had a
I remember
Michigan.
those. Remember the Hirachis they were wearing?
Right, everybody had this glasses, this
Everybody had a pair of
jersey.
those Hirachis.
shoe, the whole Michigan outfit. Michigan was the gear when they was.
All right, here's a trivia question for you. Who started the baggy shorts?
Punching my feet.
What it was them, right?
The baggy short pants, Allen Iverson.
Nope.
I won't say see what he's on Jordan.
Jordan. Yeah, Jordan.
Yeah, that's who did.
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan came with
But now it's back to the retro style. Remember how John Stockton? Remember John? That's how they wear them now.
With
like
jaws
John.
hanging out. Why your jaws showing, son? From that bottom pot. From that
The only
bottom.
person didn't change was John Stockton.
Oh man, that was never to go for, man. You got the booty squeezers on, man. Them
But
just too
now
tight.
things have changed.
Yeah, they're back to being more fitted now.
Fitted, yeah. Not like John Stockton, but more fitted.
Nah, them was coochie cutters.
Yeah.
Everything on.
You remember though, T. Nicole? Remember John Stockton?
Yeah.
So, hey Matt,
Yeah.
Too short.
is T.O. gonna work with them guys?
I guess he gonna still come up there and help him out. I don't see why not.
I hope he do, because I knew they needed a receiver coach. Like I said, if Willie thought he was doing something about putting that film out, he just showed either your receiver coach ain't teaching you nothing, son, or you just don't know how to run routes. Because what's going on with the receiver coach?
Well, that receiver coach they have now, he got NFL experience.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Jason Phillips.
He was in Canada, right?
Yep. He played at 49ers. I know he played in Atlanta, excuse me. Atlanta, yeah.
They won't let him do what he want to do because he want to turn Colorado into an NFL pipeline, but they won't let him do what he want to do.
Well, I mean, he getting the coaches in there. He got the changed wide receiver coach. The other previous coach, I think he going to tight ends, and then he brought in. Well, I'm waiting to see who his defensive coordinator is going to be. We should find out soon because Dallas is over. If it's somebody,
I want to see who the defensive line coach is.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll probably know soon. But he said he's going to take his time with it to make a good decision on it.
Yeah, he just going to tell the coaches in the next couple of days who it's going to be.
I can see T.O. as an analyst for sure. I can see him as an analyst, like not a coach, but like he can come in definitely as an analyst or a consultant, something like that.
Yeah.
But Ocho be joking, but I think he really wanna.
No, he's not joking. I don't think he.
No, he ain't joking at all.
He want to do it.
Co-analyst assistant, co-analyst assistant director, co-director assistant analyst, stat director assistant co-director. Like you get all kind of stuff.
Wait a minute, hold on. Look at this. Look at Brian being messy. Look at this. He said that Trevor Woods played for Colorado. We're gonna lose on purpose. See this?
Y'all leave Trevor
See what
alone.
Brian doing?
You're gonna see a lot of people playing next year.
Trevor got heart. I can say that at least.
Yeah, you can say that.
He got a lot of heart.
Yeah, he do. He's still there.
He don't quit on you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's still there. I saw him in one of those pictures today.
Yeah, he's still there. He like, I ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere at all.
He like
no. He like where he at.
Yeah.
I like him there. I think he probably redshirt next year. And it's growth.
I think he's gonna play this year.
I don't think he's gonna start.
Yeah, I think he's gonna play. I think Trevor be outworking people in the practice. They can't deny him.
No, and then he watched film and all that stuff too. See,
yeah, you can't deny him.
Watch film. He do. I know. I noticed that too about Trevor. You know, I'm just saying. I think he might. I don't know.
He looked like John Lynch.
Well,
he do look like Lyncher.
Well, who was Coach Prime talking about? They already messing up in class.
You heard that?
Who was he talking about?
Hey, listen. if I was
It's
one of the
obviously
players,
somebody who
if I
stayed.
was one, how you say, T Nicole?
It got to be somebody who stayed because the new boys ain't in class yet.
Hey,
Right.
look,
You
if I
you
was the
eliminate
players,
them.
I'll be bite my lip to keep from laughing because
Right.
he's so old school. He be getting on you like he's a parent. He said, "Y'all look up in there
Yeah.
messing up in your classes."
Look,
Hmm.
and I'm telling you now, you're already messing up in class. You don't think I ain't get the word.
Right.
Say you ain't gonna be here too
Man,
much longer.
This boy's hard headed, man.
I'm gonna
Players
I
trust
hard
you
don't
headed.
think
finding
it's. I
somebody
don't
for
think
you.
it's. I don't know.
Do you?
I don't.
Did you?
Oh no, no. You know what he said? The person that hit the transfer portal was failing out.
Well,
He didn't.
yeah, it was a few of
He didn't call
them.
the name. He didn't say who it was, but he said they were failing out.
I heard that's another reason why the boy from FSU had to go back,
Oh
but I
really?
don't know if that's true.
His grades
Oh,
weren't
thank
showing.
His
you,
grades.
Reginald. Reginald said Michigan better job than Alabama right now.
Wait, say
Yeah,
that again. I
Alabama,
didn't
that's too
finish.
much pressure, man.
Oh yeah, Michigan. Yeah. Michigan always gonna be a nice place to coach.
Who smoked the vape in the locker room?
Smoke.
That part we already know. Oh, you said smoke? You think it
Smoke
was
was smoking.
smoke was choking?
Smoke was
Oh,
smoking.
These people done lost their
folks was
mind.
smoking.
Is that why he was sitting up? Was he really?
It it
I
was
think
only
it
a
was
you
what's the
you
name
see,
that suspended. I think
but
it was
you
what's
keep
the name that
what
suspended.
Coach Prime said though, right? He said
Yeah.
y'all smoking, and then he said and then you want to get online and start talking.
Oh,
Oh
Put two and two
no.
together.
Oh wow.
Just put two
Oh
and two
no.
together.
Enough said.
he don't even want you
He
vaping
could.
either.
You shouldn't be doing none of
That's
that in
worse
the
than
locker room.
cigarettes. I
Yeah,
heard.
you might as well smoke
Yeah, that's
cigarettes,
what I heard.
Might as well smoke that pack.
in my opinion.
you
Smoke that pack.
No
Shit,
in
doubt,
a
man. It's a
vaping up,
lot of
I'm
packs.
you
saying in my
vaping up in the
opinion.
A
locker
lot of
room.
packs getting smoked now.
I don't want to offend nobody because I know we got some people that vape.
Now we understand why
You
some of
should be
these
doing none
guys
of that on college
wasn't
basketball. Truthfully,
starting. Now we understand.
Yeah,
you
that could.
doing stuff like that.
Let me say this: if you mean to tell me if well, maybe it could have been somebody like the weed or whatever, but
It wouldn't matter.
man, you just leave that weed alone to the off season, man,
These
That
kids
should be
be
nowhere near the
addicted.
locker room. Right.
because
And
you
you
know
heard
he's gonna be on you.
and you heard what he said. I ain't protecting y'all this time. Somebody asked a question, I'm telling. So he was protecting them last year.
Yeah,
This
he
time
protect them guys, man.
he said I ain't protecting nobody this year. If they ask, I'm telling.
I'm
Right.
like, come on, Prime, don't tell on us.
Nah, that's dangerous.
Don't do it. You won't
Just let
get
me sit
told.
Don't
out a
do it, you
game.
won't get
You
No,
need
to.
to
just let me
join
sit
them
out a
Saturday.
game. Don't tell on me.
Dang, so he protecting the kids and everything, man.
Mhm. But people swear he just not playing them, playing favoritism. Them boys was up there acting a fool.
All right,
I know.
I ain't gonna say no more about who not playing this year.
I ain't none of that.
You
None of
know
that. Cause
why?
ain't no telling what they doing.
I'm
I
sitting
knew it
up
was something.
here going to bat for. I don't know what they doing.
Just
Yeah,
acting a fool.
that film gave me
Acting
a
a
like.
Now
fool.
we finding out some things.
Right.
Hmm.
That's one thing you don't never do, man.
How
You
you
don't do
gonna
that film.
smoke off your whole season though? How you gonna do that?
How you gonna go to the locker room and do
Now I want to know what did Willie Gaines do?
it? Oh man, come on.
Nah,
Cause
leave Willie
he,
alone, man.
We don't need
cause
to
he
know what
wasn't
Willie
playing
doing.
playing that much either.
He played on special teams.
Good goodness.
So there was
What
a
y'all
couple
like?
people
Hey,
on
you
sent to
remember?
the
Oh,
internet.
Coach Fromm had me dying on this one. Remember, he was like, "What's wrong with working the scout team?" He said, "If you work the scout team, you might dominate and make the first team." Some
Hmm.
people get
Right.
thinking about being on the scout team.
Hmm.
Right. Cause you know back in the day, back in the day, people was like that, man. People was had the
Yeah,
history of being on the scout
you
team.
had to do good on the scout team in order to get on that field.
Work your way up.
Get on the teams, period. Back in the day. Back in
Oh yeah.
you know what
Remember
I'm
how they
saying?
did they made that move out Notre Dame, how no matter what you was on that scout team, you had to work, and you still didn't get on the field.
He
Right,
said people hitting the portal because they were failing out. That's why they hitting the portal.
Mhm.
yeah. That
He
make a lot
telling
of
it
sense.
now because he
No,
tired of
yeah,
people.
he telling on all them jokers
Cause
now.
he probably tired of people accusing him of
Blaming him.
playing favorites and saying he holding people back. Like, I'm trying to save these kids' reputation, but here I am getting shit on in the process. Fuck it, I'm not
Man,
doing that no more.
I ain't gonna say nothing about who's not playing. I'm never doing that again.
No, because you don't know what they doing.
You remember?
Especially
I went
they
to
just
bat. I said, man, why come he ain't play Smoke, man? Damn. Damn.
smoking it up.
Maybe a smoke is a
Well, I don't
smoke,
know. I
bro.
don't know if
Too
he
busy
was or not.
smoking.
We can't say.
Who knows?
It was either him or either my
We can't.
boy
Or
that
Willie,
got suspended all the time.
Juju.
You could narrow it down a little bit now.
Yeah.
Well, you
Not
gotta give my.
Juju. What's his
Definitely can
name?
take to the limit.
Play on defense line.
I know her moments. I did. I did. I was one of them. I'm not gonna do that no more. I'm not gonna do it no more. I said, how come he
All,
ain't
spe-
playing Smoke, man? Smoke.
all speculation.
Why smoking in the backfield?
Smoke got his spot took by two freshmen at two different places.
Damn, Smoke.
Smoke need to just get a job.
I
Wow.
think he was trying to
Slide
get a
into
coaching
teams.
job. He was asking for a coaching job.
He probably ruined his chances with Colorado.
Dang.
Shoot, yeah.
What gave
Who
you that
wants
news?
you been all on Instagram running your
Smoke,
mouth.
man. That smoke must be good up there, boy. I got you out there tripping, tripping.
And the
Yeah,
way they feed them guys, man.
it's
They
a
all
nice
about to get
facility.
huge.
Gemini said, "How do you get an NIL deal for a smoker? Sell hookah,
Mm.
Be a smoke champ.
promote hookah."
Get
God,
a
damn.
cannabis
Yeah, we were
business.
betting, going to bet for all these guys, man. These guys out there up there messing up, flunking out in class. Man, get out of here.
It ain't
Do
hard
that.
to pass. It really isn't.
Man.
And
Definitely is.
Then
sometimes you could just
and
show
see the
up.
only one and he must be crazy about Kamani because he was frustrated with Kamani.
Hmm.
He was in the meeting, the first meeting. He was there.
Yeah, I saw him. Yep. He done changed a lot. He has changed a lot.
He looked like he gained a pound or two.
It looked like it.
They all done put
Hmm.
on weight. They're not practicing, so they're gonna put on weight. You know, for right now when you put on weight for sure, cause you just sitting around, your body gonna get kind of big anyway. Just eat and work out,
I,
you're gonna blow up.
man,
Like I said, then they're
man,
gonna
I
get
know one
about
thing.
200 under unfed.
I like his mom because she making him stay there and help.
Hmm.
Yeah, you gonna stay here and be a man.
That's one thing I did notice. Them black moms, they love them some Coach Prime.
yeah,
They love him. Even the kid that went to Syracuse, you could tell she wanted him to go to Colorado.
yeah.
Oh,
And
She wanted to be up there with all the other moms. It's about to be going
and
crazy.
what's his name?
who
The
was
kid
it?
that went to Tennessee. His mom, she loved Coach Prime.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
seen that?
who
You
had
seen that
that?
buffet they had? You know
Blue
somebody
Carter.
mama made that.
Hmm.
That look like somebody
Because
mama cooking.
somebody had a commitment party recently,
That was
and
King
Tanner McKell.
Joseph
that's who that was, right?
to
Yeah.
Syracuse.
I think you talking about
I
Tanner
guess
McKell.
that's where yeah. I guess
King
he went to
Joseph.
Syracuse.
Yeah,
Uh,
King Joseph.
did you not see that the mama did not sit up there?
Oh no. No,
It
that
was the
wasn't him.
daddy and the sister.
Oh, I don't know which one that was
No,
then.
I don't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was either it had to be the kid that was going to Tennessee. So they
But
had a
what?
Blue Carter.
commitment party,
But
and
one
so
of
when they
them.
went up there, they showed a video first of the kid, and then after they showed the video, he picked
Oh, you're talking about the kid that went to LSU. I forgot what his name
right,
is. The one who
right.
just committed to
Underwood.
LSU.
Bryce
Yeah, the
Underwood.
one that committed to LSU. His mama wanted him to go to Colorado. She
Hmm.
said it. And the thing is, when it went up there to sit down, it was only the daddy and the sister.
But that
So
Yeah.
I
one
say,
guy,
dang.
he was being recruited by the defensive ends coach that went to Syracuse, so he followed him there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I can see
Deion
that.
Yeah.
Wilson.
Yeah, some of them parents ain't
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah, a lot of the mamas was not happy.
Yeah, they
See,
wasn't
see,
happy, man.
see,
No. Why
we
you
all
picking
grew
this
up
school?
watching Deion. Yeah, we all know who Deion is. They mamas gotta be in their 40s, so they definitely know who Deion is. Went to
Mm,
school when Deion was the man.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
so,
so they know what they getting, man. We saw how he did at Jackson
right,
State. Come
right,
on, where you going?
right.
but
But
you gotta
friends,
respect it. They let their kids make their
Yeah,
decisions, even though they
the
disappointed.
kid gotta make the decision.
Mm-hmm.
that's
LSU a
what
good
I
they
hope
do.
program.
they. Well, the thing is, I hope they're gonna be happy because some of these
LSU
schools they don't let you do too much.
At
LSU a
all.
good program.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
he
They
made
all
a
good
good
programs.
decision.
They all good programs. Somebody broke out. They was breaking the comparison with the NILs. Who is this? But they had you seen the Georgia that man Big Tiger he dropped a little thing about how like the number one safety in Georgia
Oh,
only making like 500,000 a year or 500,000 with the NIL, and he compared it to Travis making 2 million.
Yeah, yeah, you
they
can't tell
like they like
that.
this man won a natty. He only getting 500. Travis, we got to win a bowl game. Get 2 point something million. You know Travis with a lifetime contract. Better come mess with Prime. Y'all playing, man. You talking about saying so for life? Because
Man,
that's what the NIL is. It's a lifetime deal. Your
yeah,
name,
and especially
image,
when they show at one
that's
time they were trying to get
your
they
family
were trying to
name. You
stop
know,
Travis from
it's your
going to
legacy.
Colorado.
Man, they trying to pay that man 2 million, but your name, that's your legacy. Your image carries to your children. You know what I'm saying? Your family image, your family image is your name. You know, that's what it is. So like, man, ain't none of these coaches trying to hook none of these players up so they can
No,
be successful
no.
for the rest of their life because they think if they get these athletes financially established, they won't try so hard at football or at a sport because now they got money, so they feel like oh, I got the money, I don't gotta play hard. That's the whole weird conversation if you actually listen to what they talk about.
Guys, 5 stars sitting on the bench.
They're like, man, why you want to pay these guys so they can, you know, they won't have the even Prime keeps saying he's saying it the most. Like, man, you got to keep these guys that want to play football. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's about if you make it to where that's okay, that's the move. Do it and then get them focused on football. And then if they really want to play, they're gonna play and they're gonna stand out. And they're gonna get cut and they're gonna lose whatever they got. So like I don't know what's the backlash about them wanting to get ever paid about it. This is weird to me. That's the whole nature of what's going on. Instead of just letting him run in and break a knee and poof, he's out of there. Okay, if he was a good player, he got an NIL, he got money, he got established, he got contracts set up, he busts his knee. That doesn't end his brand contract. He still was this and that. It could be an announcer or sell this, sell that. People still like him, and you know what I mean. He might not be as popular because he ain't playing football, but he can still hold his support. So that's the whole point of the NIL. It's not like nothing corporate enough to where they could take that away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, them kids need to be paid.
Georgia, listen, these boys out there, in a minute they're gonna be like, "We out here doing this for nothing." Yeah, I want to go, but if I get a chance to make 2 mil in Colorado because of what they got going on, I'm gonna go. Watch, they gonna start coming. And then look, did you hear about the new recruits that's coming now? They got like another offensive deep. He's like a two-way lineman from IMG, and like I think
Oh
of
yeah,
course their
yeah.
quarterback, the young
Mm,
quarterback Taj. I keep saying his name wrong. Taz, whatever. And
yeah.
then like two other players. Like they got like four players up in the top 20, and then they got the 100th ranked high school player. But they just sent out offers too, so they about to crank it up in this thing. It's
Because
about to
even
crank
what's the
it up.
name? They pulled that kid that played at Jackson State but went to another school. They signed him. He a safety.
That's the They brought him in yesterday, right?
Yeah.
They gonna be all right. Who I really like is that Carter. Like that man, I seen he had to take on a couple of triple teams. They got a triple team that man. I said,
Oh,
oh
you
my
talking about that
god.
short, that wide receiver?
No, Carter, the D lineman. USC
Oh,
kid.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, him. That D line gonna go crazy. I said we got like 1, 2. So if we got him, Carter, Nwanko, McNeil, all three of them, they all demand double teams.
You have to hate
Mathis.
your school
Ooh.
in order to put something out there like that.
What's that?
What? Come on.
With that article you read, you would definitely have to hate your school to do that.
The spokesman?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know he a fool. Or somebody paid him enough to be
Well, he's the
paying.
spokesman, so he's speaking for whoever that matter up there. That's who
They
he's
all
speaking
fool
for.
too.
Somebody had to approve him to say that.
Yeah, that was foolish.
You have to hate your school to do something like that. I wouldn't have said nothing.
He was paid. That's why he was paid in old allegiance or something. Like I said, roots run deep around this college football. It's a lot going on right now. I think if Saban wouldn't have retired, that probably would never came out.
Now, and Coach Prime go to the NFL,
I'm
all
still
of them
believing
gonna be
that.
begging him to take their.
I can't prove it. I know I
Can you
can't
can
prove
you
it.
take
I'm gonna
my
stay
player?
ignorant.
Can you take my player? No, you didn't want me when I was down there. I ain't studying you.
Oh
Big
yeah,
Worm wants you to drop the link, Max.
Prime don't get the last laugh for
Oh,
all it is. What he already laughing. If
Oh
you was
yeah, he feel
imagine,
good about
look,
this team.
2 years ago,
He
look,
feel real good about this team.
3 years ago, 3 years ago, they weren't even trying to give him a job. 3 years later, they talking about giving him the Alabama job. That's crazy. That's crazy. Prime see that. He
Oh
yeah,
got
yeah,
he,
he see that.
I didn't see him taking it this year because if he was to take the Alabama job, he would have to move everybody there. I
yeah,
didn't see
but
that happening this
I
year.
don't
yeah,
see him interested in coaching at Alabama either.
this is the whole fact that
Peace,
how
man.
how the
Peace,
narrative
Hey, what's
everybody.
up,
changed.
Big Bird?
The whole fact that the narrative changed from him barely getting the coaching job to half the country thinking he could be the head coach
A
at
coach
Alabama
everywhere.
everywhere
Yeah,
in the
even in
SEC.
the
Like
NFL.
everywhere. Like which one is it? He was not
G-
can be a coach, or now he can be a coach everywhere. Like
Hey, man.
Hey, what's up,
I
Big
want,
Bird?
I want to say peace and love to the panel, and peace to the room, and peace to you also, man.
what?
I
Peace,
always say
bro.
it's always good when you open your space because you look at, you go in depth in it with, with the information been sharing throughout, with CU. I want you to look, I want you, when you get time, and I'm doing it too, right? I want you to do further research on Warren Staff, and you'll get what's going on with that. It's kind of crazy how they just all of a sudden just bring that up. Now, if you go in the search bar and type in Warren Sapp, and not just type in Warren Sapp, he's like a topic where you see what I'm saying. It's easy to find the information, right? So there's some that writer that wrote that article. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Put that out there on purpose, just for that cause, and by being the information that was on Sapp. You know what I'm saying? And the way CU was in trouble for that before, you know what I'm saying? They used that for Sapp not even get hired. And like I say, I think they had somebody under the table, you know what I'm saying, did some sneaking around and found some stuff on them, you know what I'm saying, that's not in good light. You get what I'm saying? So, before I even just start just talking about something, I'm not, really educated fully on. I read a couple things, I proofread some things. But like I say, I want people to do their due diligence and let look into the matter. And I want to come back and build on it, because I know you hold spaces like this too, Matt. You
mm,
know what I'm saying? Because people gotta understand when people sharing information and they just listening. And some people got poor listening skills, right? Some people don't know how to, the the how you say that different, the different.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Excuse my stutter, I'm talking fast, but they don't know how to distinguish between the two, and that's how you get those that feel like they uneducated, not understanding. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to look into that match. You know what I'm saying? I felt the same way how you felt. You know what I'm saying? Even though Warren Sapp, he got a bunch of information. The man coaches from, you know what I'm saying. It might not be stamped by the, you know what I'm saying, the people in higher places, right? But this man had helped a whole lot, even with older people, right? That's in the league now. He done held camps with kids from big to young adults to you grown men. But at the same time, they use this pass, bro. Like they did. Like I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying. We always say, butt breaking and stuff like that
Yeah.
to the point. You know what I'm saying? And it's a real thing. Even though they'll find your mistakes, right? Find what you've been through and use to bring it up to speed into the future. You know what I'm saying? When
Hmm.
we look at Bill Cosby, you know what I'm saying, they did what they did back in the past. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone in that, right? But at the
Hmm.
same time, when we look at stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Well, how Prime go sit up there and look at this man past and to find something where he come, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to help the man, but they knew that Coach Prime didn't know that. So they said, okay, if you hire this man, ain't no one will see you been through. Look what kind of trouble you're gonna be in, because you know the AD they had before, even the person that's the director of the school and all that, what they
Hmm.
call them, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Them one and two they got fired. You know what I'm saying? Because they in situations they kind of similar to what Warren Sapp had been through in his past, right?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want us to do our due diligence, look into the matter, and we had to have a real conversation. I don't think it'd be on here, but probably on your other page, man. You know what I'm saying? That there's something, when we look at certain things that come in our circumference, right? And it's for the good, and then people gonna find something and make it seem like it's legitimate to the point where you have to say, okay, we don't go for that, right? And
Yeah.
then, and that's the thing I think we need to do, look into it. You know what I'm saying? And those who listen, I want y'all to look into it too, right? Because you know what I'm saying? It's not the point that we trying to find some get co-prime or any one of them that support co-prime, but we want to make sure co-prime had the people around him that he needs to be successful. And when they come around and you know what I'm saying, they try to help, you gonna find other programs. They doing it. They sending people, they finding stuff, they doing it. And they threaten it right now, to be
Yeah.
honest. They intellectually threaten co-prime, you know what I'm saying, intellectually. If you do this what gonna
Physically,
happen.
right?
You see what I'm saying? So when you look at that, what I'm saying, we get all ours all the time. And Tupac, you know what I'm saying, they always talk about Tupac, but it's always a mention when you say it gets all ours. You know what I'm saying? We black men in the world that playing in a game that's part of our world, right? We got on that stage to the point, that we out there on the front line. They gonna find any and everything. Cause guess what? It started to look like more coaches started looking like the players that play out there. If you want to talk about diversity and being fair, you're always supposed to be the people that look like you out there playing. Why it's not fair for the people being in a certain position where they could be able to coach the kids they look like them. That's how it's supposed to be, right? So yeah, I think it'd be best we look into that Warren Sapp issue. I hated that came up. I hate he went through what he went through. He did do some things that, I said we don't agree with. And I know you don't agree with it too, Matt, but I'm saying it was wrong how they done it, but he done it. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, I ain't gonna mention what's going on. I want people to look into it. I'm continuing to keep doing my research, and I think we need to do that, man.
Well, I mean, so you got to look at it right now. So Colorado, they are affiliated with certain groups, right? And these groups might that they support, and the group support them. They might have a problem with him getting hired. So that's probably the situation that was faced with Prime right there. But it's unfortunate because he did say that he wants Sap up there, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen now. I
Yeah, they
mean, they
went and
had
found some dirt, Matt.
their first meeting, and he's at an NFL game right now.
Yeah,
He
they
So
went
had
they went
was
and found some dirt too. They found some
yeah,
dirt.
they
I
found some
mean,
dirt.
that wasn't hard to find. Everybody knew that.
Yeah,
That
but we want things to say, okay, let me go look up every coach and you know what I'm saying, just dive into his life and what that person been
Coaches,
through in the past.
Warren is
You know
a
what I'm
high.
saying?
Warren was, as far as football is concerned, he's a high profile figure. So if
Facts.
anything he do, it made national news at that particular time. It did. Everybody knew about it.
right?
Everybody that was I think well, some people may have forgotten about it, but the thing is, he didn't go to trial and get convicted. The case was dropped both times. So I was with what Prime was saying. We all make mistakes in the past, and we can redeem ourselves moving forward. I'm with that way of thinking,
Me too.
but
We all fall short. Right.
I'm looking at it like who does this really benefit?
You know what I'm saying? We all fall short. You know what I'm saying?
So who does
It's
this really benefit? Like like the source of it, because it didn't benefit CU. So who did this really benefit?
Hey, what's going on, panel?
hey,
What's
what's
that
peace,
going
one?
on?
peace, peace.
Peace, peace, peace. Hey, if I can add to that, I think it's bigger than that. I don't think it's that deep actually, but I think, like you said, it didn't have it didn't have an effect because he didn't get convicted. And one thing we got to do, like one thing I don't think our community recognizes with this whole Coach Prime thing is, yo, Coach Prime is showing if you watch that well off video or the reach the people, you see how he was talking to the kids and he was telling them like what to expect. That's in the business world it'd be like setting expectations, right? So
Mm,
what the people ain't seeing, they not looking past the fact that he's black and that he's like, he uses slang and everything like that. But everything about him is corporate. It's everything about him is professional. And it's like we not getting that from our aspect. So with the situation with Warren Sapp, we don't really know what the reason is. Number one, but if we could surmise or if we could like assume, we understand what's going on. They're gonna use that against him, like my man said. Like they see where he's trying to ascend to. They're gonna pull up some stuff in his past to buck break him. However, from the community's perspective, what we should be doing is filling out a petition or we should be making noise because if you look at the other communities, that's what they do.
right.
So, so
Mm,
the you know what I mean. So the perspective that we never do as like I hate to say it, but like a black community, like we think that only black people support Coach Prime. Like that's not the case. You
mm-mm.
feel me? Like Coach Prime is welcoming mad communities, but we come to this and we look at Coach Prime and like his past, or we fail to see that he's actually welcome in mad communities. So if we want something to be done, we need to act like the other communities where and see how they get stuff done instead of trying to like laugh and cackle and make it seem like it's all fun and games. It's a party. It ain't a party. He trying to get something done for real. You know what I'm saying? And the people need to climb. They need to come up with him. You feel me? Like that's what he's really trying to do. He's not trying to have a party. He's trying to bring these young men, these young boys to be men. And if the community is paying attention, they should be doing that as well. You feel me? That's how I see it. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, but that's how I see it.
Yeah, I definitely understand. I feel what you're saying there. I'm in agreement with you.
Me too.
Uh, I honestly believe, he has to. He can't say all the stuff I'm saying on this microphone. He has to be more, like you said, he's corporate, so he has to use more tact. He has to watch what
Diplomatic.
he say, watch what he move. Of course, he'll be like, listen, he can move his weight around and say, listen, I want Warren Sapp there. Okay, we all made mistakes. I'm not gonna. I mean, what are we gonna do? I want him there. He can benefit our team, but at the same time, he has a machine up there that he's working against, and he's not greater than that machine up there. And
Definitely.
this is when a lot of people are saying that maybe I could go a little bit further in it, and bring up, the other program, but I'm not going to do it. Um, he made all these people all this money, and yet he can't even get Sap there. For me, I can make noise on it, but who am I? At the end of the day, I'm just giving my opinion. Like collectively, I would say we have other problems going on in the society than football. So it's kind of like I see what's going on, but yeah, nothing is going to happen. It's just he's gonna hire another coach and move on. That's pretty much it.
But you feel me, Matt? You see what
I
I'm saying?
feel what you're saying. Yeah,
Like like
absolutely.
like somebody said in the chat that it's like Jesse Smollett, right? The thing about this situation with Warren Sapp, we don't know what the situation is. So that's number one. Like we just guessing, you know what I mean? But if in fact, like somebody else said, if they don't allow him to come to see you, then we go online. Like the point I'm trying to make to anybody that's listening is when you see, for instance, I'm gonna give a perfect example. On June 2nd, I think it was 2022 or something like that. We were expecting a legislation to be passed to support like black people. You know what I'm saying? Instead of that petition being passed, it was a legislation passed for the LGBT community. You feel me?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
we can't. I ain't gonna get into that. We
no,
got.
no, 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 no.
Yeah,
I'm not going into that. I'm not going into. I'm just
I
giving.
know, but like I got in some hot water on the last channel because of that.
Nah, bro. I got you. I'm not going.
Okay.
I'm not going there. I'm just giving an example.
Mhm.
Back when there was a time when another bill was passed and it was supposed to be like something to protect people, but it was a bill was passed to protect the police. What
Mhm.
I'm saying is this: our community, like, and I'm saying our community, I'm referring to black people. Like, we support Coach Prime. Most of us watched him coming up. You feel me? And most of us are, we support him because he's black. We're gonna support the black coach, the black quarterback, all of that. What we don't do is take it to the next step. You feel me? We don't follow through and support them with writing petitions or complaining to the point where we actually give action. I'm not talking about marching. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about we don't play the game that they play. And that's the problem. Like we never, but we sit back and we complain, but we don't actually get in the arena that everyone else is participating in. And that's why if Warren Sapp isn't allowed to coach, it will be because of that, because nobody is supporting Warren Sapp. We got a divided and fractured community on that topic without full evidence and full knowledge. Instead of, if you look at every other community, you see that, as long as that person didn't commit some heinous crime, they gonna stand together. And that's we haven't got to that point even now. You feel like we haven't even got to that point now. So I
Yeah.
respect your time. I ain't trying to take it there, bro. Like that's not
I'm just to add what you're saying. The biggest way to get things done in this country is through your money. It's through lobbying. Money talks in this country, bullshit walks. It's all about the money. Like if you bring together and form a lobbying group, you will get stuff done in this country. That's what it takes. It doesn't take violence. It doesn't take marching.
right.
It takes removing your money from certain situations. So if we collectively say, look, if we really wanted to and say we're just not going to buy no merch up there or no tickets, I guarantee you the sales will go down.
Right.
But we're not together like that.
Nope.
We're probably, like I would think society, like, because we're not far removed from Jim Crow. Most of us only one generation or two generations removed. I think as a society, we still have more evolving to do. It's just that we're alive in this particular period in time where we still need some more evolving as humans. I would say another 100 years, maybe another 100, 150, 200 years, we should be able to evolve more. But for right now, in this moment in time, we're not there yet.
Yeah.
But lobbying gets stuff done. Like if you want to talk about social issues and stuff like that, you can get that stuff done through the power of your spending and have a representative by way of a lobbyist that can talk to the powers that be in Washington. That's how things get done.
Yeah. Facts.
hmm Not petitions or anything like that. It's through lobbying, money. That's it.
Yeah.
You know. But as far as this is concerned, like most people, they watch football for entertainment. It's not really that deep for people. because he's not getting hired. I understand well, I kind of just looking at, we all don't know fully what's going on, I must admit, but he did say he wanted Warren there. So
Right.
I'm assuming since he got his degree, he was coming. That's what I
Right.
was assuming. But being that article came out, I know why he's not coming out. So I get it.
Hey, I was listening to your live the other day, but I couldn't interact. You was you was like, if he don't come, then
I know.
if he don't come, it's just because the Colorado ain't letting him, because you was talking about that article, right? So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
was like that he need to go. I want to see him at Miami. I'm like, yo,
No, I said no. I said I want to see Coach Prime at Miami.
right. I want to
Yeah.
see Coach Brown go to Miami. And then people was like, you talked to the one dude who was like, you a hater, and you was like, why I'm a hater? I want to see him
Yeah,
at
he
you,
was snapping. Yeah, he was snapping the
I
other day.
but you came clean. You came clean. You was like, I want to see him at Miami. Like,
I didn't have a reason either.
yo,
I just said it. I could. He's like, well, what's your reason? I couldn't give a reason.
yeah. So your underlying, your underlying thing, you actually don't want him at Colorado. You want
I
him.
don't. I don't. Not anymore. Not since Warren. If Warren Sapp don't come, I'm gonna be saying it throughout the season. I don't. I don't. I hopefully he be one and done. This will be his last season there.
See,
Hopefully.
I'm gonna tell you like this, yo. All right, so I actually been trying to move to Colorado since like 2010. Ever since they enacted the medical marijuana thing, and it's not about smoking weed. Like, Colorado has always been seen as this open state. You feel me? Like, they've been treating lupus with CBD since 2010, from my knowledge. Before that, there used to be this guy named Churchill. He's a descendant of Winston Churchill, but he's like a Democrat. He like always fought hard for like civil rights. Like, you always hear about Colorado with an open mind. So when people from the community be acting like Colorado was like racist or super white, I'm like, yo, y'all don't really know about Colorado. Like, Colorado don't it ain't like that. Colorado is the perfect spot for Prime because it's Colorado. You feel me? Like, they really, if you come in there with the right system, you're gonna thrive. You feel me? Like, it's not this racist place that people think. You know what I mean? And I think Prime is in a perfect position to be in Colorado. Number one, because of tourism. I think it's the top five state for tourism in the United States. You got the Grand Canyon, you got the Broncos, you know what I'm saying? You got the mountains. It's just the perfect location. And then I would say when Prime was at Jacksonville, I'm sorry, Jackson State, his his office got robbed, his kids' vehicles got broken into. If you take these kids that's like potentially going to the league and you put them in a location like that, and they can get their mind right, you feel me? They can get the right type of like supporting environment, and then they get adjusted to the climate. They might play in Denver, they might play in Buffalo. I think that's the perfect environment for these kids, especially to get away from environments that might be dangerous for them, being that they getting NIL money, and they don't really know how to manage their money. You feel me? Like, I just think that's a perfect location for Prime, and that's a good recruiting uh talking point if they used it in that way.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, they could. But
It's like, nah, I want them in Miami.
don't worry, I get over Warren Sapp not being there, but I thought he would be good for the defensive line. That's all. Like, if he don't come, he don't come. I'm sure he'll hire a coach that'll be good for the position at some point. And then whoever the defensive coordinator is, moving forward, you know. I would like Warren Sapp there, but if he don't come, he don't come.
Yeah,
Now,
so
I must admit, I don't know fully what's going on, so maybe he's negotiating. Maybe he is coming, and maybe he's not. Hopefully, he will, but I don't know. But
Can't call it right now.
Yeah. So
I just be so OP, yo. So come this on top of what he said though. It's like Colorado, the facilities best in the country. Olympic facilities, Olympic trainers up there all day. Recovery centers everywhere, like supreme for athletes to go train. That's just on top of recruiting. Then he can teach them how to handle their business with his leadership course class and business management, a curriculum that he's taking with his NIL partnership class course. It's crazy. He got all it. They don't. He's so far ahead of everything right now. This still can't stop it. I really don't see Prime. He. I don't see him leaving no time this soon, but he might leave later. I don't know. Maybe in 6,
after
7 years.
after Shador get drafted.
I wouldn't say that close. I
That's
think
what I'm telling you.
because he's not gonna leave. He's not gonna leave Dylan and Seaton and them up there. Like
Oh,
he's
they'll go
not
with
about
him.
to.
They'll go with him.
He might,
Go to
but
another school,
he might. You know what I'm saying? But
like Florida
I
State
don't.
or somewhere.
Yeah.
Look, I'm blurting out more schools again.
I don't think. See, after Florida State, and then they got what's going on for the next 2 years, and they bowl games and how they did Prime. I don't even think Prime gonna go back because Prime, well, he can't do Prime wrong. So they offered him an OC job, and they told him this and that. He wasn't ready, and he probably took offense to that. So I don't
Look,
really think he
Stephen
got
A.
too
said
love.
it. Stephen A. said it. He said, "Yeah, I know what you're doing in Colorado. Yeah, but
Yeah, nah, but remember what he
remember he
said
kept
about
saying it. He was like,
remember. Nah,
it's
remember what he
Alabama
said about
better,
Florida State when
huh?"
the reporter brought up about him being a Seminole, and he was like, "Didn't I graduate from a HBCU?" he dissed Florida State. I don't count FSU at all. You can't count them no more. He said it right there. He said, "I ain't even." He said, "I'm my alumni is HBCU."
But I think, think about this. Think about Coach Prime and
He
what
ain't
he
going
what
to
he's
Florida.
think about
No,
what
he's
he's
not going
bringing.
to Florida State. I mean, they got their coach, but
I don't
I
yeah,
see
see him
him.
staying there though, for real, because I think he might like it up there. You know what I'm saying? It might be good for him too with his circulation.
I don't see Coach Prime coaching in his next move. I see the chairman or whatever that head of the conference may be, because this man is about marketing. So now college sports is about making money. So when it becomes semi-pro, I don't see why somebody coach like remove Coach Prime and put the next person in sports that's like him in that position. Why would they want to be a coach when they could be the chairman or the board and they're going to be in control of how this conference makes money, markets itself, and then how they can control how the players are developed. You feel me? So I don't see a reason for him to want to coach in another place if he can't make Colorado pop off, because he's not looking for success in that way like a Brian Kelly or how Nick Saban did it. I think his next step is like Rick
Next
George.
degree, right?
Yeah,
I got a
yeah, like
question. I got a
I could say
question to you, bro.
uh,
When
I agree with that.
you got a question that when you saying that, are you saying as a GA or I mean athletic AD? Or are you
yeah,
talking about over like an NCAA? That what you talking about?
over the Big 12.
Oh, okay, because I thought the NCAA trying to demolish that. You know what I'm saying? Especially the team trying to get rid of that off under that rulership. That's what I thought
Right,
they trying to get off and running that
right.
rulership.
No, you're right. But you notice, all right, so I just learned that all of the ADs sit on a board and they actually discuss what's going on with the like with the playoffs.
Right,
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 So
right.
you know what I'm saying? So you gonna
right.
need, like, we talk about diversity. You're gonna
The
need,
grand body,
where's the black AD? You feel me? Where's the black AD?
right?
Where's the black guy sitting at this table with all these people? You know what I'm saying? So that's I'm just speaking. I could be completely wrong, but I'm just saying that's what I think his next step would be. You feel me? That's what I'm saying.
Nah, I agree with you on that because I said it like how he set up his whole with the course and how he set up the template on how to handle the NIL deals and his 40-40-20 and all of that. That's directing right there. That's he directed all of them. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that. I would say that too. Y'all. Other than that's what I'm saying. I don't really see him going to coach nowhere else. Like maybe like a GM somewhere NFL. Maybe not so much, but maybe college because he want to deal he want to deal with youngsters. You know what I'm saying? So
Hold on
they
one second. Hey, Max, listen. I'm gonna step off the panel because somebody thinks I'm gaslighting your audience. Listen, bro.
about what?
From what I'm talking, Surfer Boy. Listen, man. Max, listen. I respect your joint. I'm out, bro. Like I'm just having a conversation, man. I don't know what this dude
I
talking
don't
about.
know why that don't make no sense. You just
But
that wasn't the. That's
forget
not
everything. Forget everything I said, bro. I don't even be on Catch channels like that no more. I used to be on Rob. I don't even be on this joint like that. I don't know what these cats. Yo, these cats is crazy. Hey Max, I'm out, man. Take it easy, man. It's crazy.
interesting. But yeah, no, I do see that too for Prime. If he stick around, like when he get a little older, he just more want to talk about things. Yeah, he gonna like a GM, a director, some kind of official commissioner or whatever. I say he already a commissioner. The rest of them, they just trying to figure out how to work on their NIL groups, their NIL organizations. So you getting theirs right. That's gonna be what's going. I think that's gonna be. I think they're gonna when it come to that. I think it's gonna be a group, the grand body of collectives come together, and that's probably gonna be the commissioners board. That's what if they keep moving the way it's moving, instead of like right now it's athletic directors. I think it's gonna be more of the collective organizations as athletic directors within the grand body of commissioners, or not commissioners, but collectives rather. And I guess maybe they'll just have represented. Who knows? It's gonna be a lot of people, so they're gonna break a board down somewhere. I just see it moving like that more. Prime being the head of it. Who knows? The collectives might let lead. Who knows? Whoever make the most money, whoever got the most money. But then that'd be like all the Texas collectives, and then they'll be the board officials. Like I don't know, that'd be interesting. Man, that'd be hella interesting. No, I don't see him leaving, Max. I don't see him leaving right now. I don't see he moving like he want to sit there. On the real. But if he was to leave, I think it'll shock the college football, and then I think CU will be very upset. That'd be definitely. But I know who's about to be upset. Michigan. That's who's definitely about to be upset. Michigan about to have to come to some quick resources.
So you think he's leaving Harbaugh?
No, Harbaugh. He is leaving.
Well,
There's
they
no.
said he's meeting with the NFL team, or did he say he was leaving?
He had an interview.
Oh,
He had. He had an interview with the Chargers. I think the Chargers or the Rams. Somebody. Either one of them. One of those teams. Today, I think I seen it on Instagram.
Hey man, so where the
He
brother go? Where the
Huh?
brother go?
Where the who?
Where the brother go? He was here a while ago.
Where the who go?
who?
Did he leave?
Yeah, I think he did.
They need to stay out the chat, man. The chat gonna be the chat. Let Max do that.
Oh, he down there worried about that. He trying to say hey, he ain't gaslighting that. That's not even what
It-
gaslighting that.
it-
That
it's all good, man. I enjoy Matt's page, man. And, Matt's gonna put that information out there. You know what I'm saying, so we can
On the other page.
right. You know, like I say, Matt, I want to apologize too. On the other page, I forgot to say keywords. You know what I'm saying, without trying to
Oh,
mess up
they
your
got me.
monetary.
They got me on probation anyway over there.
Oh, my bad, but I didn't want to. You know what I'm saying. It's the you know what I'm saying. Kind of, I didn't want to. I wasn't trying to not. If I messed something up, man, I apologize, brother.
No, I'm already messed up.
But I didn't say nothing crazy though. But it was certain words I, you know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying.
They got me
You
on
get what I'm saying?
until March.
I did.
Oh wow.
No, they got me on probation till March.
Oh, I remember you were saying they already got you on probation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We were talking about Eligio, you know, but
No, they
yeah,
got
man.
no, they got me on for talking politics.
Oh yeah. Right
Well,
now they definitely scan.
Yeah,
Man,
saying that it
that's
was
all right about them.
misinformation.
all that
That's all they
misinformation.
doing.
I thought they overread that.
Well,
Mm-mm.
if that's the case, they might as well shut down every news station on TV
No, it
and
was
tell
something.
every politician to stop talking.
No, it was something else, but it wasn't misinformation. But there's nothing I could do about it.
Right. Maybe that's all they doing, hitting everybody with them fake. Oh man, it's
That's
the
why I
main
like it
ones
over
doing it.
here because I'd rather keep it sports over here. But sometimes, like I said, I got a little carried away with Warren Sapp.
Yeah, I
But
heard you yesterday. I said, "Whoa!" I was at my other job. You know, I sang in the streets and stuff. You know, when it was snowing. Man, I was sitting there. I said, "Man, we're going out, man." I said, "Hold up, let me check. I see I'm in the order. Let me leave.
no,
I
no,
get
no,
shot."
no. Somebody, no. Somebody told me to delete my page or something. I said, you go tell them other people to delete their page. Leave me alone. So I blocked them anyway.
Yeah,
Before
And
then you said, you talk about Coach
Marco.
Project package stuff.
no, it was somebody else that, and I blocked them, and then I put old school on probation. I didn't ban him. He's just on probation for the rest of the season.
Whew, he said 2025. We'll see you
The
later.
whole 2024 season, he can't be on the panel here. But I'm
Yeah,
being funny though when I say it. I'm not being
yeah,
serious.
I know.
But
No,
you know,
I like this conversation over here because it's sports. Sports is safe.
right,
You know,
Oh yeah.
not like the other topics. Sports is safe. Sports is what everybody can come to talk about.
right. The other
Yeah,
stuff right now,
I was
they,
just a little bit like taken away by Warren Sapp. Like it don't look like he's coming there.
right,
So,
because it's everywhere, even in the sports.
hmm
Like I say, it's all good, man. He got somebody in mind that he wanted to,
yeah, I'm
and they
sure he
gonna be
does.
there. Right, and don't be surprised. You never know. Sap might pop up.
I think he wanted to announce SAP today or yesterday, and that's
You know
why
what I'm
that
saying?
and that paper just messed up everything.
Yep,
Yeah, don't be surprised.
the
Yeah,
paper came out and just threw everything for a loop.
Like right the day before the team
It was
meeting,
perfect timing. Perfect timing. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the article to be written. I was waiting for it.
like
I was
right
waiting for it.
before,
Hmm
and then they went for, and then they trying to go for Michael Irvin too, right?
Well, that's a different situation. He's being accused of something else now. That
Right, but he been counted, so I heard about for like the last half a decade. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be everybody need to watch out. Chad, Shannon, don't be surprised.
yeah, they got to be careful what they say because when they come up,
Whitlock gonna get him.
they have to like even. Let me tell you this. This is how crazy anybody that's close to Coach Prime that comes to the program, they got to be mindful of what they say in the media. They do, you know.
Mm-hmm. Cause they trying to put that on him to where he become a scanning box. Everybody get got to go through a dang sanitation section.
Yeah, well,
It's gonna get
anytime
real
you're a
bad.
head coach, you're in a high profile position. So when you're in a high profile position as the head coach, he
Max,
gotta
they be
move he
hiding
gotta
so
move a
much.
different way. That's what
They be
any coach in the country, not just Prime. That's what any coach in the country.
they be hiding
It's
so
almost
much.
like a political position in certain areas of the country. Football is everything down south.
Mm-hmm. Them small little countries, some little country downtown bounds.
Hmm
But they be high. But it's like the point that they cover up so much, and they just really got the audacity to bring this up. It's like because they know that power that the tide is sinking. I know what it is. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. Politics is changing, and they can't stand it.
I
They
know.
be
I know. My opinion. You know what I'm saying. I think it came from the other way.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Who you think who benefit the most
You know
from
what I'm
all of
saying?
this?
Who white called who what, and I think there was some other thing going with the with the news and media with that aspect, bro.
It's just the point that who is this like? Like okay, like Sap out the way. Sap ain't. If anything, this brings Sap attention. But in another way, this doesn't benefit a lot of people. But who does this really benefit? And I'm looking at like, okay, see you about to be highly recruiting, and everybody know you ain't about to out coupon. You're not about to out recruit. And that's the whole like as a player, you wanna go to the school that got the biggest NFL pipeline. It don't matter what it is. You want to go to the school that got the biggest chance, got the most connections and relationships with the next level. And that's why Bama was so much Bama. For years and years, they had that connection. Just like Ohio State, just like Michigan, just like UCLA, just like USC, just like Florida, you know what I'm saying, FSU. All these teams got straight relationships with the pros. Now, guess who else got that same kind of juice? Bill Moore. See you out of nowhere. Boom, wow, kapoof. Now, in college, that was the main heavy hitter, main thing that kept them up top. They could out recruit everybody. Now they just lost their biggest recruiter and somebody named Aben. He's
Well, there was some information
come on, man.
that was put out there during last season. I was surprised they put this information out there. I was surprised about it. You remember what Joe Klatt said?
What about with this? He said something about this?
Remember what Joe Klatt said? That he knows for a fact other coaches were working together to try to take him down.
Oh, right.
I
That.
was
Oh yeah.
surprised that they put that information out there, but
I
I
was as
think Joe
well
Klatt felt the need to do it. He
because he
felt
knew
the
it
need
was
to put the
absurd.
information. I'm surprised he did say that. I'm surprised. So ever since I knew that, I knew the takedown was there. So that's why I don't think Prime will be there too much longer. Why? Why? Why should he?
It's gonna be
It's not
anywhere
like
you go.
they need him more than he need the university.
All right, that's gonna be anywhere you go. Like that's the case. He gonna have to, even if this is gonna be anywhere you go, because people hate to stand next to somebody who out qualify them.
Not the NFL. He wouldn't go through that.
Nah, I'm gonna say that. NFL, nah, maybe not. Cause you do got players that's like GMs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
That's
mean it's a
Hall of
different
Famers.
type of situation. I mean, he wouldn't go through all that like coaches trying to band together. Not in the NFL.
Yeah, yeah, nah. They're too optimistic. They'll rather stay to themselves and try to destroy the other one. They ain't try to work with the other one, the other friend. Nah,
I mean,
franchises don't work together.
once he get his boys into the NFL, Travis, his mission has been completed. And then
Nah,
if he decide to coach again, I don't know. I'm with RG3 said, I'm with the Cowboys at this point. And bring Shador and Shiloh there. And maybe try to get Travis and go on to the NFL.
eh, that's just too much. I
It's too
think
much. It's too much. You know, I don't know.
that's
Like
just
when
too.
Joe Klatt said that, I was like,
That's a big
like,
what if. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that's a big what if. Like, I mean, I could see Shiloh maybe going to Dallas. I see him maybe going somewhere. I see Shador. They gonna fiend for Shador. But like Coach Prime, I don't think he'll go. Just on the fact that it's gonna be too. I don't know. I think it's gonna be too like emphasize him going there. I don't think he want to go there. I think he'll probably want to go to like a different kind of job position. Like I like how whoever came up here, who came up here and said him maybe being like a commissioner or something like that. Maybe that saving college football, trying to change that landscape. Because that's what he want to do. He want to change things. I think he won't be able to change as much in the NFL as other than what he already probably can now. Well, if he goes GM, of course, he could change a lot, but I think he could pit a lot of like characters, and I see how he building his players. He wanted to be kind of like little primes, a bunch of little primes, and I think he feels he could do that better in college. Now, he probably most likely can because they're younger men, they're more willing to rub off and look for that leadership in them. So I think that's where he wants to kind of. I don't see him bouncing around a bunch of colleges. I don't think that's gonna happen either. It's probably right there, Colorado, like 40, 30 minutes from Texas flight. That's like right there. So then he could jump this way and go Florida. Perfect
Yeah,
location.
that's true. He said he don't inherit legacies; he build them. He said the same thing at Jackson State, and he left.
Right. When you
Yeah,
build him and leave, you're gonna build it and leave it. I
yeah.
think
He's
when he
going to stay at Jackson State. Really, he left there, so we
but
don't
when
know what he's going to do. Like we'll
you'll
have to
know
wait and see.
when you see him start to build for his replacement, that's when you know he ready to go. I think he gonna totally set this up because this is big what he doing. Like he's setting courses, classes, getting things like that's a lot. Showing these young men how to handle their business, their money, write deals, and endorse themselves. That's heavy. And then whatever he's gonna do with the way you look at recruiting, and then I'm pretty sure they're gonna template a lot of what they do because it's gonna be like so professional, like they're gonna want to use it for a template. So they're gonna use this thing. Like his whole method is gonna be like held to a standard, I think. And they're gonna do that with the whole college football setting. They're gonna recruit because nobody knows how to. I think he's looking at it to where a lot of them think they see it, but I think he's done enough to where he went through enough errors to where he could give them a good enough version to where they could build off it and be successful. So I just see that too. And
Yeah, especially this season, I see him improving. Well, the team improving drastically this season. That's going to be the talk of the town eventually.
right, that D
Especially
line is something else.
if they hit that 5-0 mark, you're going to start to really see it. I see it turn around now just based on what he has already.
When
He
they
has a
seven
really
and
good
zero,
squad in the house. He has a really good squad on paper. Really good squad.
right. I'm really. I think they really might have like a monster defense in the Pac-12, man. I mean the Big 12. Because I'm looking at them like, man, they got a three. They got about. You start off. Let's put Carter in the nose. The Wonko at probably left tackle or left end, and put McNeil on the right end or Wiggins at right end. I'm pretty sure they all in. Who else? Cokes, Shane Cokes. They demand if they can get one-on-ones on them ends, they're gonna blow them ends up. They're gonna blow them tackles up. Because they used to taking on double team. If you can just get three solid down linemen that take three, that demand double teams, you're going to demand the offense to have to block you with six players. Most offensive lines only have, five players. So if you line up three and they all demand six and you only got five, somebody's going to beat somebody and go for the quarterback, which makes this so much better to put a linebacker in this situation called a whip or an edge rusher. So you can have three in the dirt and one rushing freely everywhere to where no line with five can block this four or three that's down. And they got that. You know what I'm talking about? Like you could put them three and have Okanoa, even flip Wiggins out there. Or there's that Walker and the Curry Walker. Oh, yo, so it did. So let's say they only put five down. They got six attacking. Well, five would be attacking without the quarterback. But then you got eight covering five. That's a defensive win, y'all. Let's go, CU. Or let's say maybe they have to pit down a block and they got six, so they only got a quarterback and three other. Man, come on. That's like a five again against eight. You can't add up enough numbers to beat the eight coverage. So it's like you gonna see some terrorism. Hey, for real, that's all we needed. We didn't have none of that last year. I think we had probably one that for sure, like maybe Shane Cokes or McNeil, like they demanded double teams. Like you couldn't just lead them on 1-on-ones. They would have won. But like everybody else, you could have left them 1-on-1. You know what I mean? Like everybody. That's why you didn't see that monster D line. This year it's a wrap. We got that. And then the people come behind that. Who knows what these other people could do at the D line spot? But then the good thing is you can put these guys in, tire out the offense, and then rotate, bring in guys that's just as good as them, beat down the O line. O line won't stand. I see like I really rank CU like top five offense, top five defense next year in the nation. I can see that. Like right now. No cap. Like the squad they got going on. You know what I mean? Cokes drop about 15 pounds, get quicker. Him and McNeil get about 295. You know what I'm saying? Just run it. They gonna run weight down right now. Right now they're gonna just run all the fat off right now and trying to put on muscle. Yeah. Yeah, run that stuff off. Run that Thanksgiving turkey off, boy. You out here about to run some miles. They about to run right now. So
Yeah, they
spring
about to
you.
run. I
Mm-hmm.
like when they do the stadium steps.
Yeah, get them moving.
I want to see them big guys run it, man. I tried to run some steps one time. The more you do it, the more you get better at it. Like your body like adjusts to it. But I remember that first day. Oh man.
Right. Get them ankles in that back. Them
I had to,
ankles.
how like when you get better at it, when you run down the stairs, you don't hold on to anything. The first day I was holding on to everything. You know how like when you
You
stop for a minute, your legs get like wobbly?
get a little numb on you. Got a little
Oh
spaghetti.
man. I took this class one time, and the instructor said, we're going to the park. I'm thinking we're gonna run the track. Man, he said we're gonna run these stairs. The
Mm-hmm.
first time up, I was like, oh, I got this. The second time, I was like, man, I'm just praying my legs don't give out.
Mm-hmm. They out there Rocky Balboa in the snow.
Man,
Night, the glory.
that's a really good way to get in shape.
They out there, man. I'm telling you. Whew, 10 degrees,
Remember
bro.
Walter Payton used to do that.
Yeah, that's how you hit the stairs, then you jump rope, then you hit
In
your
the
box.
hills, he used to run that hill.
Right. That's how you get your feet right. You hit the boxes, step drills, bag drills. Yeah, of course, then hit the bike, then do your speed drills. That's when you run your laps. That's sprint conditioning. You're gonna be hitting the weights, trying to get their maxes up. But the point is getting, like I said, they get in there, they lose about them big boys like Shane Cokes, McNeil, who was Walker. They drop about 15 pounds and put on about 10 more pounds of muscle. They're gonna be solid on them tackle on them ends positions. We forgetting we got because them they didn't leave. They did all right. Like they didn't. I never really get on Cokes and them like too much because I know like a nose ain't gonna be making a bunch. They gap control. They supposed to control the gap. Sometimes they did give up. They got pinched or whatever. And they gave up gap, but they did well enough to where we just didn't get DePaco out of games and just getting those guys in shape and playing like they was playing out of position. I don't think none of them was tackled like real noses last year. They was like playing it for their first time because I don't think Manil was a real nose. But to have him out there,
Mm.
even Anquan Barnes, like I looked into him, look at Sherry C. She had a little highlights of him, and I heard what Alabama coaches were saying about him. They was excited about him, but like I guess the depth chart kind of like moved him down. I think he got hurt or something. And then like they expected him to be really good, but they know he's gonna help a team. They said, man, wherever he ends up, he's gonna help a team. He's really good. So they never really doubted him. It's just that sometimes politics, class, they want to move people in a certain direction. Football is just crazy politics. So I like him too because he got the size, man. It's a 6'5", 315, huge. I mean, he can move, he can play. And it's like we got the bodies. We sure got everything else we need. Because if you got 2-3 seconds to throw it up, don't be throwing it to no DBs that can pick off the ball. I'm trying to tell you, I don't
Like
see too many.
Travis, yeah.
Man, imagine them with a 2-second rush line, 3-second rush line, because these guys are gonna come through clear. They're gonna a lot of times you gonna see people running free at the quarterback, and he's gonna have to either sack or throw it. You throw it against this, because we was hoping for them balls to come out like that last year. They was gonna get picked off. Like we kind of felt they would have getting picked, but they didn't really come out like that. They came out with too much time and play developed, and you can't really get those picks. So next year, oh yeah, you better see reckless abandonment.
I like to see that. Definitely.
Hairs on fire, cleats melting.
I definitely like to see that one.
Melt these cleats, but I'm talking
It's
about
gonna be a lot. Like I said, the competition is in that locker room.
right,
That's where it's going down.
right. Prime setting the tone. Prime setting the
What
tone.
did
He's
he
like,
say?
man,
He said, "You want him
he's
to
like,
take your position?"
he's like, man, he's like, no, he was like, yeah, that too. He was like, what he told, he said, hey, Jay, remember we was in Atlanta? Remember what we used to do? He said, man, if you catch a ball on me, it's $5, man. He said, but I ain't saying y'all. I'm not saying I'm doing this, but if y'all want to do it, it's on y'all. Y'all getting all this money, this money's out here, because that's what it. Hey, man, for real, man, bet $5 I'll catch a touchdown on you. I'll chill talk like they out there like that talking. Oh, Prom know how to get it turned. I
Yeah,
said
they go.
Prom
It gotta be
turning it.
because he was like, "You want him to take your position, the new guy?"
He's like, man, he's like, what you act like? I said, who you come? You gonna sit here and be quiet? You ain't gonna say you gonna keep your spot? But you gonna go put your hand up and keep
What did
your
he
spot?
say to the young guy? He said, "You too young to lead."
Right? Like, no, I can leave. But they put your hand up, son. Get on out in this field and do something. Let's get it. I'm like, man, hey, it's about to be firecrackers popping off because they try to tell you, pie out, boom, pie out, pie out. What was that?
The offensive line coach, he said it. We setting the tone. He already said it.
You
We the
feel
ones
low?
who set the tone here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They go,
he got some. He got some play. I believe they are going to set the tone. I believe them. I believe they are going to do it. I believe they're going to be throwing people around in practice.
man, it's gonna be something else. This. You see how Dylan coming? Dylan should tell you how it's gonna be. He ain't playing. They ain't playing. They cause like last year they didn't know what it take to like every year you're gonna find out how much it take to get better than last year. And like last year, they know everything they did last year. They know that's what they can't do this year.
Dylan said he ain't trying to give up his spot. Like,
Man,
I
Dylan about to run a
understand what's his
4-1
name
flat.
said he want to be one and done, but Dylan said, "No, I'm starting." So what's going on here? I want to see. Yeah, like he said, I'm starting. What's going on? He ain't say that, but he probably thinking it.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I'm the starter. I'm the
well,
starter.
yeah, he stood up. He probably stood up. Starting back. Because Castle's gonna probably even if McCassell was second back, it's still like I said. I think
No,
this
he don't want to be.
defense.
No, he don't want to be second back. He want to be the first back. That's where I say the competition come in at.
It's just hard to take up that speed off that.
I
Dylan about
know.
to y'all said, listen, the man was you see, he was a youngster, right? And he ran like a 4.3, like a 4.38 or something. 4.3. That's like almost a 4.2. Like he a tick. He like let half a foot from running a 4.2. All you gotta do is get a little older and get them legs a little stronger. Dylan gonna run a 4.1 this spring practice. Watch. You can't take that off the field. It's just I love McCassell too. I told you that's baby Terrell Davis. That's little Walter Payton. That's you know what I'm saying. That's little AP. You know what I'm saying. But I'm just saying that man's something else because I seen
But
what
if
he could do.
McCaskill is healthy, he should be able to go ahead and give him a run for his money and take that first spot.
Right. But you
Just
never
based
know.
upon what he did his freshman season.
We might see 3,100 series. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, so you never know. We might see two backs in the backfield and a
I
halfback.
can't wait for that footage. I can't wait to see this.
We never know. We don't. They might come out starting formation. It might be 600, 700, running a 2,200 series or like a 600 series with 1,200 formation and or 1,200 series and like it'd be something else. It'd be 6 linemen out there they'd be starting with. So if I ran the ball with stretches, who knows? But like they got so many, you could run so many play style offenses now. Like last year, they could just run like 22 series. Like that's whack. Like a little fake pro offense. That's like when you got 5 and you got 2, you got double set wides. Like it's easy to cover when you can't hold the line with the, you know what I'm saying. If we could just put down 3 and beat you, and you can't cover, you can't beat us double teaming. Like 1-on-1s, it's a wrap. We
Wait,
put
what
4
is
down.
some talk about Dylan speed in the chat? Now, what is exactly he run? He run a 4.38 or he run a 4.2?
No,
I don't think
4.38.
he run a 4.2.
No. He don't want a 4.2 yet. But he's like a 4.38 or 4.39.
Did they ever say what he run?
You run a
I know
4.38.
it's close to a 4.
It's very close. That's
Shit,
4.38.
4.3 is fast enough right there. 4.38.
Him and Jimmy run at the same time, or just about. But they be talking about who faster. I don't know. But that's what the deal is. They supposed to be. Yeah, like they like a quarter of a foot from running a 4.42. Like just pitch your half a foot at a line. They like that much stretch out from hitting them like a 4.2. That's still like a fast. 4.3 would be like maybe a step slower, like a solid 4.3, 4.31
So you
or
said,
something.
somebody said, I think, let me highlight it real quick. I think Jimmy 4.3 speed was timed by his homeboy. So
Y'all
what
cold.
I know they did time each other,
They
but they
timed
didn't
him.
tell us. You
No, they
remember
put it
they
on.
had the footage where they were timing each other?
Yeah, it's on the footage. It's on the
I just
spring. It's
don't
on.
remember them saying exactly. I know they said Dylan and what's his name is one of the fastest on the team. It's Dylan and
Jimmy
it was somebody else.
and Jimmy. Pardon me, Jimmy.
Was it
Jimmy.
Jimmy?
Yeah, him and Jimmy Horns supposed to be the fastest. Was the fastest last year. Dylan, and I mean Tavares, Dawson. They fat, but they run like a 4.32 or something like that, like a 4.4,
That's
4.41 or something.
fast. 4.32.
That's like a flat. That's like a 4.2 flat. That's like that's not going. That's not going. It's going
Well,
more
no,
into
4.2 is
4.3
a
than
different level. 4.2. Now you're talking about Chris Johnson.
right. 4.21 is like it's like a 4.2 flat almost.
You remember Chris Johnson, right?
A little bit
Running
took.
back,
Yeah,
Tennessee.
yeah. No,
He had
he
clocked the
ran a
fastest time.
4.29.
Huh?
He ran a 4.29, I think.
I know he clocked the fastest in the combine at that time. Did somebody beat him out here
Right,
recently?
right. I think somebody ran a 4.21.
I don't know what they taking. You run that fast. Jesus.
Going too fast. They flying. 4.21. You almost
You
ran a
said
4 flat.
Kennedy is the second fastest on the team. Demoy Kennedy as a linebacker. Wow.
He run the 4.3. He not the second. Is he the second fastest?
If he the second fast, he gotta be right. He gotta be right there on that. On game day, I expect to see him out there. But what's his name is leaving, right? His boy left. So I don't know. Maybe
Robertson.
he'll stay. Huh?
Robertson. It'd be smart to stay. Like where else? Why would you? Where else? Where would you? I mean, anywhere else you ain't gonna get more exposed. It don't make. If you
You
just
said
think you're not
John
gonna ever
Ross has the fastest 40 time.
John Roth,
Let me look at this.
would he run a 4.21 flat or 4.212? Them boys moving fast.
Let's see.
It's probably gonna be like 8 people on the team that run a
It's
4.12.
still Chris Johnson.
Chris, what do you run?
And John Ross is. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, it is John. It is John Ross. He's right. In 2017, he ran a 4.22.
4.22. Yeah, that's
Yep.
super fast.
Number 2 is Kalen Barnes. He ran a 4.23, and then Chris Johnson ran a 4.24. Damn, a 4.22.
That's super fast, yo. That 4.22. That's crazy. He almost ran a
Yeah,
4.1.
that's pretty fast.
He almost ran 3.9. How you gonna do that?
Yeah. A
What the
4.21 is like if Dylan is running a
mega?
4.21, he's NFL bound.
He about to hit 4.21 this year. Watch.
So he should be running track then.
He was like, man, they running 6.2. I was like, I can run faster than that. I was like, you can't do it. He probably can. And he would have run track.
He said DJ Turner from Michigan can run a 4.26.
What? Man, this anything under a 4, anything faster than a 4.3, like a 4.36 or 4.34 is like that's fast. But like anything, like yo, you that's like yo off the screen. You're running off the screen. Like you talking 4.2, man, 4.22, 4.21. Like that's blazing. I think that's like running out your shoes. Like you
He
have
said
no
they need
laces
to
on.
start
You got little wings.
running 40 in pads.
What? Why would you run a
I
40
tell
in
you who else
pads?
was fast on the field. Randy Moss was. Like
I think
he was fast game speed. He was fast.
I think Randy ran like a 4.42 or something.
Yeah, on that field, he was blowing people, man.
Yeah, Randy ran like he was just he I think he was like 6'4" though, 6'5". That's heck of fast. Running 4.42? Oh goodness, he was 6'5" running 4.42. Like yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Some guys can't run with. It's hard running with them. I remember running with it's hard, but now their pads are a little different from when we played. We had them bulky ass shoulder pads that was giving everybody concussions.
Man, whole couch on your shoulders, running around with a
Yep,
mattress on your back.
it was crazy.
Like, yo, shit came to your head. I used to play with a neck roll too.
Did you?
Yeah, yeah. All through high school and JV. Kept my neck roll. But there with the big couch. When my senior year, I changed pads. I had got some Raider pads because that's
It's like, man, no wonder we so damn slow, right? With these big ass pads on.
yo. But in college, I changed pads and like messed my shoulder. I wish I would have kept my high school
We had some
pads.
suck equipment, man. I was in high school. Our helmet sucked. Everything sucked, man.
Oh, I ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah, we ain't have. I mean, we had hand me down stuff. It just sucked, man.
Right from the 70s. Like, what is
I
this
don't know
weight?
what the hell we had. I mean, it was just like,
Got the real Dookie rig. Like that's a real bull rig. You got the Dookie, the big fat Dookie rig, the back the Dookie.
I went to this football practice here, and the coach put out some old uniform. He said, "This is what we used to play in." One of the players said, "I wouldn't be playing football then."
That thing look like a beat up T-shirt. Cool. Now we had like a little better. We started getting the elastic uh, uh sleeves like when I started playing. Like right when I started playing, like we still was using the fishnet uniforms, but like we started to change them. We started to get the elastic on the sides and like on the shoulders. I remember them old fashioned uniforms. Hey, back then they was lit though. You just wear them like you keep your belly button out. You know what I mean? You just put tape on your finger. You look clean, like you going to war. You know what I mean? Now it's like they don't got that look no more. Now they do. Alton tried to kind of look like it, but he didn't look like it though last year. Not Alton. Austin. Taj Austin last year.
Yeah,
You remember how he used to roll our jerseys, tie them. Used to tie the knots on the fishnet jerseys. Tie them. The game ones tie them. I think
yeah, our uniforms suck.
we used to have to get fancy with ours.
Yeah, man.
But,
Did you have to buy your own cleats and stuff?
had to buy everything except the helmet and shoulder pads and jersey, socks. They didn't give you socks back then. You
Yeah,
had to
we had
bring
to
your own
buy
socks.
Well, we didn't have to buy. We should have bought our uniform. Them uniforms suck.
Well, no, they let us buy ours when my sophomore year, but
Let
I
me see if I
transferred
got
school.
a picture. I got to show you this. I'm talking about it sucked. Like it didn't even look like we was a freaking varsity team, yo. It's oh my god, it sucked so bad. Let me see if I can find it. I mean, bad. And I used to complain about it. He was like, "You keep complaining, you ain't playing."
Right, that part.
I'm like, "Man, all right, well, what can you say about that?" Like,
That's too bad, man.
He
We
said
are.
you complain too damn much.
I go back to my high school now. They got whole new everything.
Yeah, now the
Field,
uniform now is nice.
uniform, right? They got more unis. They got better shoulder pads. Now they got a game field at the school. I just had to go 2 miles away to play home games.
Yo, dude,
Yeah.
we even ate the bus we used to ride. It was like, you remember that show, The Partridge Family, man?
Mm-hmm.
You probably don't remember the old ass school bus from like the 1970s, man. It was horrible. The damn, I
Old
remember
ones.
the school bus broke down on the way to a game. We had to get a cab to the game. It was crazy, man.
Oh yeah, no.
We had to get cabs to the game, man.
That was junior high. We had to pay. We had to
The
pay.
damn
Well,
bus broke down. Yeah.
yeah, that was junior high. Junior high, we had to pay to get to the
And look,
games.
check this out. Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm not saying he should have donated, but his cousin went to our school, both of his cousins, and they played on the team.
Just to get
Like,
famous.
I remember we were saying, damn, man, can't get your cousin to donate for us? What the fuck? But he had just got, let me see, my senior year. Yeah, he was with Orlando. He was with Orlando. But I remember we were saying that, man, get him to donate some uniform or something.
You said Shaq cousin?
Huh?
You said who cousin?
Shaq. Two of
Huh.
his family members I went to school with.
Oh, okay.
And I remember we used to clown these uniform, man. The uniform was horrible.
What was it? He was in Louisiana. Ain't Shaq? Shaq grew up in. He grew up around Shaq, or he just was
Huh?
like they was just related to Shaq, or they grew up around Shaq too. Was he in Louisiana in high school? Where was
No,
Shaq?
he Shaq grew up in Newark, New Jersey. But
Oh,
what
Shaq from
happened was,
Jersey.
yeah, he from Jersey. But what
What the
happened
what?
was, yeah, his his stepfather was in the military, so he grew up in Jersey. But then by the time he got to high school, he was somewhere else. His younger years, yeah, he grew up in Newark, but in high school, he didn't go to high school in New Jersey. He went to high school somewhere else.
Oh, I did not
Yeah,
know.
he didn't. Yeah, he didn't go to high school in New Jersey. Mm-mm. He was long gone. They had already moved before he even started high school.
Oh, okay. Wasn't he like the military or something like one time?
Military, yeah. His stepdad was.
Right.
Yeah, he learned lived in Germany too.
I do remember
But his
that. Yeah.
cousins, I went to high school with them, and they were on the team and stuff. And we used to, when he went to, I think he got drafted to Orlando or something, right? I can't remember where he got drafted to, but we were saying, man, let him donate some money for some uniform, man. We used to joke about that. Then finally, he had came to the school one time, and he was chilling with us. Since that's a big dude, man.
Yeah. Shaq is a bohemian.
Yep.
That is like, bruh. Like 6'10" don't look too tall to me. Like 6'10", like I'm like almost not eye to eye, but like,
He's 7'2".
right. But 7'2", and he like 400 pounds.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's a big dude, man.
That's a big man, man.
Remember, he
This
shake
is a
your
big.
hand. I got big hands, but he shook my hand. He's like it's like he wrapped his hand around my hand. It was crazy. He had the grip of death, man.
Man, Shaq could shake your hand and grab your elbow at the same time.
Yeah.
He got like 18-inch hands. How big is his hands? 13-inch, 14-inch hands, or something like that. I forget how big Shaq. He got some big old hands, yo. Like his hand probably long as most people's shin bone.
Yeah,
That's madness, man.
that's a big dude right there, man.
Don't he wear like size 30 something, 20
I
something?
forget how much what shoe he wear, but yeah, that's a big dude right there.
Man, his foot is like a doorstep. You know, the little doormat. You know what I'm talking about? That's how big Shaq foot is. Shaq don't got feet. He got islands. He walk around with little islands on his ankles. That man, that's too big, man. Tallest person I met, like, I played against was Tyson Chandler. I think Tyson was like 7'1", but he wasn't that big though.
No, you came out during Tyson Chandler time.
Yeah, we the same class.
Oh, okay, Tyson Chandler. I remember him.
Yeah. I was gonna play with Leon Poe, but he went to Tech on me. He was supposed to come to our school,
I
high
think
school.
Tyson Chandler. He didn't go to college, did he?
No, he came. He came. He came.
Straight out of high
First
school,
time.
right?
Yeah. First time I met Tyson Chandler, I didn't know who he was. We was in the Fresno Invitational. It was a basketball tournament. It was in the Fresno. It was all the state CIF state champions. The little tournament, and my school had just won state. We beat Mater Dei my sophomore year, and I got my homeboy camcorder in the hallway. I'm just clowning everybody because we just won state. Everybody won state the year before. We all in there talking smack, and it's this guy in there, and we in this hallway, right? But the hallway kind of short, like it's making everybody look extra tall. We all like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", whatever. And like the hallway is probably like, I don't know, probably like 9 feet, 10 feet, just about 9 feet tall. And I'm in there, the camcorder, like just talking smack to everybody. And I hit this corner, and like we in this hotel with the Holiday Inn, and like it's this youngster in there, and he in the hallway, and he like bent over, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, why is he like? I know I couldn't really tell he was 7'1". Like I'm like, yo, this dude tall, but like we all kind of tall. My head almost hitting the ceiling, like they head hitting the ceiling. Like he got to kind of turn his head. He got to kind of turn his head. We all in this hallway. And he like, and then like when I seen him on the court, I'm like, yo, like, I'm going off on him. He said, what school was y'all? I said, I'm Fremont. You know what I'm saying? Fremont High from Oakland. He like, we play all tonight. I'm like, you talking smack? Like, okay, we gonna see y'all. We played him good too. We played him good. He played for Dominguez Hill at the time, and
Yeah, I heard that
think
school.
think we lost by like 12 or something. It was close the whole game. But like he was dunking on everybody. He must have had like 8, 9 dunks that game. And like he told me in the hallway, he said, "Man, you don't know who you talking to?" I'm like, "Man, I don't know who. Man, who is you? Man, I don't know who I'm talking to." He like, "Man, my name Tyson Chandler." He said, "I was sophomore of the year last year in the whole nation."
Oh
I'm like,
yeah,
"Man, I'm like, man, I don't care who you is, man. It's whatever. We about to go ham on you tonight. Let's go." So like, I see it. We see each other on the court. We on the court. He went crazy that night. Though I came around. He did one of my homies so crazy. I was my first time even seeing this guy. And he was like, yeah, he was pretty tall. 7'1", but he wasn't super skinny, but he was slim.
the
He was
best the
huge.
best school we ever played was St. Anthony's. That's
St.
where
Anthony?
Bobby Hurley.
I know St. Anthony. St.
Bobby
Anthony's.
Hurley went to Duke.
Right.
Yeah, he came out of St. Anthony. His dad was the coach.
Right.
Yeah,
I
we got
put
blown out. We got blown out by them.
yeah, I didn't play too many East Coast teams, but I played against mostly I played Long Beach Poly, Mater Dei, Dominguez Hill, but
Yeah,
Bakersfield,
they're not even open anymore.
Modesto Christian, huh? That St. Andrews ain't open no more.
They closed down because of money. Money situation. My high school closed down because of money. All those Catholic schools closed down just about,
Back in
except
the
for
day.
the one Kyrie Irving came from. His school is still open. Um, a lot of those schools like closed down. St. Benedict's is still open, but
Mm.
they produced a few basketball players too. But they were really known for mainly their soccer though.
Hmm.
They produced a lot of good soccer players, but
Yeah, well, our little Catholic private school still open. I played for one when I was in junior high, but my mom she wasn't gonna keep paying in high school. Plus, I started playing football because I was in junior high when I was playing for like public and private school basketball. But like they kept them still open out here. They shut down. I think they shut down one. I think St. Cyril's. I think shut down. But like we got the big one out here. We got Bishop O'Dowd. That's the one out here in Oakland. But it's a bunch of them out here. Like and Concord and all this. And they got De La Salle and St. John Bosco. No, St. John Bosco. No, that's a public school. That's L.A. But it's a bunch of prestige private schools out here, man. Yeah, no, that's where you find some of them. Well, how could I say it? No, I ain't even gonna say that. But yeah, no. But I think I'm not sure who was who. We did play. It was St. Joseph though. I remember playing in. I played St. Joseph in from New York at the Torrey Pines Nike Cup Invitational.
Hmm.
It was a basketball tournament. It's like a whole nationwide tournament.
See,
That's when like
y'all had a better program out there developing people. Like my high school, we didn't have that. We didn't have we didn't have that good development or whatever.
right. Well, that was this was like my when I went to Fremont, we was really good in basketball and like I think the
Mm.
CIF ranking we was in, I think like 5A or whatever. We was always being invited to tournaments because like in the '90s we would think we won like 2 state championships, and you get invited to the high school tournaments when your school doing pretty good. I don't think they're getting invited to many tournaments now, but
We ain't
those
win
was like
no state
tournaments.
championships. We won some in the '70s. I wasn't even born yet, and we won.
Right. When I went to Fremont, they won one. I think like like 3 years before I went to Fremont, and then like my second year at my high school, we won a state championship. Who You know what I mean? But like they end up drafting people that didn't even go to Fremont. That's crazy. Like they didn't get nobody out of Fremont. It got Leon though. They got Leon Poe, my class there. Who was it got that was in Oakland?
Man,
You
you
remember
know
Leon Poe?
I'm from that generation where there was some kids that didn't even go to class, but they were good. You ever
Oh
had
yeah.
something like that?
Yeah.
They were good at what they did,
No,
and
they
they let
cracked
them
down.
anyway.
They cracked down I came in right when they started the crackdown and all that.
Yeah, they
Like
started
I'm
cracking
late
down.
80s. Yeah, I started like I think like 89. I was what like 6th grade. I remember they was just passing everybody. Like right when I got to high school, they was really cracking down on all of that. Like just passing like athletes. Like yeah,
Yeah,
like
they just passed
93.
one kid. They just passed him. He didn't go to school. He bragged about it.
Yeah, that's the 80s, man.
He
That
said,
was it.
My only goal is to play football." And he thought that's how he talked.
When they came out with the program, that's when it was over with. Remember that movie, The Program? That football movie, The Program. You ever see that
Yeah,
movie?
yeah.
I think they came out like 90. I want to say 93, 92.
Yeah, the '90s, the early '90s was like you still had that type of situation going on. They
Mm-hmm.
eventually, what do you call it, with the college entrance exams, they cracked down on it. They
Right,
don't have that problem too much anymore. Like where players, basically illiterate but still playing. They don't have.
right,
I don't think they have too much of that no more.
right. Not as much and like not so
Not as much.
drastic.
Yeah.
Right. But back then, they didn't care. That was the whole Miami thing, and like the whole like they were saying they wasn't even getting taught like in Texas, and like I was like,
I remember.
dang,
What was that college? It was University of Miami. They were bad for that back in the day.
yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I was like, I was young. I was like in elementary.
Oh man, what's his name? You know Jimmy Johnson.
Which one?
Jimmy Johnson used to coach the U.
Oh, that
Jimmy,
Jimmy Johnson. Oh yeah, the coach. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
he used to
old
coach it.
cowboy. Mm-hmm.
Allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly. Now, this was a story. I don't know how true it is. They said that Michael Irvin went to him about his classes. He said, "Son, if you want an education, you should have went to Harvard. You know, I promise your mother you're gonna get to the NFL." He said, "Don't worry about your education, son."
Jimmy was cold.
I knew somebody was going to mention his name, Dexter Manley.
With that
Oh,
little pinky ring, that man
if
was
you ever
so.
get a chance, look at his interview. Oh my God,
They was raw with it back
that's how it
then.
used to be back in the day. If you was like a star player, oh, they gonna pass you. You are not sitting on that
Mm-hmm.
bench.
Mm-hmm. You ain't got to worry about no grade. 4.0 student.
You
Ain't
ain't.
sacked
Look,
that.
if you want to be a 4.0 student, you should have went to Harvard. You here to play football, son.
Oh man.
You
Yeah,
here to play football.
back in them days.
Look,
Yeah,
they ain't have a problem reading that playbook though.
right. Oh yeah, no, watch the program. They show you right in that movie the linebacker that got hurt. He didn't know nothing about school, but he knew every inch of grass. I'm talking
Yep.
about he named every inch, every name. Gave him a plain day and
Oh,
a
you
day to
still
go.
hold on, Red. Somebody said they still hold on. Let me see. You said yes, they do. Teachers pass cats who are illiterate. I see. They still do it every. They still do it to this day.
Well, you know what's going on. Still nothing changed really.
Dude, they still do that? Because I remember the reason why I'm not surprised, but I know they cracked down on it because
I'm telling you,
back
they
when I
said
was coming up, they had people taking SATs for you.
right. I'm telling you, they said the same thing about CJ. They said that's why he left. He left because he's about to. I guess he got the wrong teacher.
Wait, who is CJ?
CJ Stroud. They said
Oh
he
well,
left.
no, CJ. Well, he was going to get drafted high anyway.
Right, but you know what I mean. I'm just saying they was trying to jump that out, like he wasn't going to
I ain't
class.
really. I didn't hear that.
Was it him or I might be mistaken? Somebody was
Yeah,
it CJ
he was coming out of
from
Ohio
Ohio
State.
State? Yeah, right.
Yeah, when he was coming out of Ohio State, he was projected to go high in the first round anyway.
Right,
So for him coming out of his junior year was okay for him. He didn't
right.
have to stay there senior year. He had a really good bowl game. He had a really good season. Just really, he was like each year he was at Ohio State, he was on the incline. He never went on the downcline as far as his stats is concerned. He always going on the incline every year. He got better every year he was there.
Yeah, it probably was some little backdoor campaign happening. I'm not sure.
I
I didn't
know,
really
man.
keep up with it.
I know. They used to have these special classes. This one kid, poor guy, he could barely read, yo.
At the
And I'm
RSP
trying to
classes.
figure out how is it that a person could barely read and he made it that far in high school? Because I remember I was saying it to my counselor. I was like, how is that possible? Like,
Neglect.
that's not possible. And she just looked at me and she didn't say anything. She just kind of looked at me.
Neglect. They know it's neglect and they don't care. And he just, bringing media to the school. Like, man,
She was like, well,
I didn't see it
how do
much,
you
but
know he can't? She was like, well, how do you know he can't read? I said, because I'm in the class with him. I
oh
sit right
wow.
in back of him. Either that or he need glasses, one or the other. But I don't think he need glasses because he ain't got no problems finding that quarterback. So he's a linebacker. He ain't have no problems. So she was like, no, some people read slower than others. I said, no, it ain't about him reading slow.
Yeah, he having problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't put it past. I didn't see it much. I mean, I seen people that's not put up the effort, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it happened at certain levels, especially in college, because it's like, I mean, either you taking crash courses every minute, or like, I don't know, something
Okay,
gotta.
so they make sure that the players pass their classes, meaning that make sure the players show up and study and all that stuff. Now, it's not make sure they pass their classes by any means necessary, right? They still have to put the work in, right?
That's why they there.
Or is it like, let's say if they're failing, they won't fail? I don't know. I'm surprised that's still going. I'm not surprised, but
Hey, for real, what happened then? I don't think it ever stopped happening. It really didn't. It just got more exposed, and I think it just got more. Maybe to like you do like when you go to college, you on the team, they do whatever you if you need like any like extra tutoring and all that. But I'm pretty sure like you can still find that happening somewhere.
yeah, I can see them getting extra tutoring and making sure they go to class. Yeah, but they still have to put the work in to pass that class. But
Right.
when I was talking about this guy, he barely took class, right? And he still passed.
What do you mean he barely went to classes or he just
Nah,
flunked
he
out?
barely went to class, man. And also he stayed back twice. So back then, it was a limit
Oh
on the amount
yeah.
of times
Oh
you
god.
stayed back.
Right. That yeah. You
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 can't be 19 years old. They'll just pass you. That's what we used to do back in the day.
right. You
He
go with the
still got
age.
into a major university. He still got in. I don't know how he did it.
You went to school in the Wild Wild West days,
I remember he
almost.
told me, he said, I don't need education. I got football. I said, all right, Mr. Football. I said, he said he going to the NFL. He ain't go to the NFL, but
Yeah, no, that was a gimmick at one point. I remember that little era. I remember that whole era, man. I remember all of that. Don't be that one who
wait,
think
you
you about
said
to
the
do.
tutors are doing the work? The tutors, I thought they doing the work.
It's all kind of Max. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, that's probably still going on.
I'm
Shit,
trying to tell
but how
you.
much they paying the tutors? Let me go ahead and do the work. How much they paying? Like, just give me your assignments. I do them. Now let me say I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that.
You just got to be able to like take the test. Don't flunk the test. You still got to go in there and test. But like assignments, that's different. Like college now, or I mean, like I know it changed a lot when you was in college. When I was in college, like especially if you knew people and they was like a class ahead of you, like you could like you didn't get your classes yet, you could like template with their classes and
Damn,
then
that's
get their
crazy.
work. And like it was like people's work from like 3 years ago. All you gotta do is take this class and then template this.
And look, I
Like
knew a
that's
teacher,
college.
right? I knew a teacher. Look, I had an argument with her, right? I wish there's a guy I used to go to high school. He come in the chat sometime. I wish he was here. I remember I was saying to her, why are you so hard on me? Like, and you ain't hard on nobody else. Like, like you ain't hard on these players. Like, what's going on here? She said, don't worry about what's going on. She said, make sure you do what you got to do. And this dude could barely get through you know how they used to pick on you to read a paragraph?
Mm.
He could barely get through that damn paragraph, dog.
Like he's reading the Bible. And thou shalt
No, it was horrible. And then he's sitting up there getting all
come.
types of A's and B's. I'm like, it's no way possible, man.
I'm
She's
trying to tell
giving it
you.
to him. Huh?
I just gave you the source. I'm telling you, back in your like back you went before the floppy disk, right? You was in college like or during the floppy disk. Like I went like late 90, well 2000, early 2000, 2001, 2002, right? So by then it was just this take this class and template this from last year and like it'd be just throughout the whole school, people just like copying other people's classes from the semester before, or like you take it this semester and then you do the work and then you get graded for it and then I take the same class and then I can use that to get a better grade. Like all of that started to like come into play. Then people get into like take these classes. This is the work the teacher. If the teacher left the school, then you gotta find a whole nother network class. College got real interesting, especially for players. Like when the floppies was out, like if you had like speech 101 this year, I'll take it next semester. Then the work that you had, it'd be on a floppy that you got from somebody who took speech 101 3 years before you even got to the school from the same teacher that was there for the last 10 years. So that's why colleges kind of like change the teachers now because they know students like to do that. And like, it's an easy way to get through college. Like, it's all kind of ways now to like,
Yeah, I heard they
to
getting rid of that SAT thing.
that. Yeah. That's like the SAT. I mean, that's like, what I mean? It's whatever. But like, what they really want to do is like that though. I know they want to keep rotating professors now and like because like once you there for so like the professor ain't gonna change his curriculum. Like it's gonna always be the same curriculum every semester and like they want to kind of like narrative more of that out of the school because the longer a teacher stay, the more of his curriculum is out. So now people could just template his curriculum and then just pass his class by just copying and pasting. That's college right now.
Yeah, that's just it's no benefit for the kid though for not getting education, or at least knowing that he's not getting cheated out of his money. As long as you come out of school knowing that how to not get cheated out your money and understand that,
Oh,
and some
that's different though.
comprehension, you should be fine. But some players, they don't even have that.
I'm just saying. I just gave you the sauce to the. I mean, the people who paying, they're probably going. They study. They do. You know what I'm saying? That's really trying to. But like, yeah, that's known through college athletes. Like, what was, but they put
No,
a
not how
dampen
I
on it.
hear some of these players talk.
Oh yeah, they don't know. The players.
I don't know, man.
They know. Oh no, they might just do. They might just be due for a little bit more reading. But
Or maybe
some
I take it. Also I got to take into account they grew up with, technology. This texting and stuff like that, and grammar is like becoming a lost art, man. Well, you got programs that'll fix your grammar, but
right. It's about emojis now, hearts and giggles. You know what I mean? So I get it. But like I
somebody
said,
said, let me see what this comment say here. Said, I love CU. I am on the prime Kool-Aid 100. That's a
they,
dang trolling.
she drinking the
Say
purple Kool Aid.
Kool-Aid.
She got the purple. She got the purple Kool Aid, or the red Kool. You got the grape or the cherry Kool Aid. Which one you got?
Yeah, I suspect it ain't nothing has changed. These kids still ain't going to school, man. So how did Prime say somebody failing out then? Maybe it's not for everybody. Like maybe for the superstar, they ain't gotta go to school.
You got to be in the mix.
Yeah.
You got to be in the mix. I mean, like, but don't get me wrong. It's other ways to go about that. It's also a good way to take classes too, like and actually go to class and like that's that. It's also the best way to go to college. Like if you know people, like how they there, like I may took this class before. It's a good class to take, so I take it. Stuff like that. Like a lot of times they don't really get that good counselor, I guess. I don't know, or they just not even trying to do the work because college could be it's crash course, man, everything. So if you
And
can't,
it's a lot of distractions too.
you're right. So it's easy to get behind. It's so easy to get behind in college, and maybe you gonna go through that. The young ones who really not academically disciplined, they gonna come out. And that's gonna be just bad for them because they might have been looking at starting, and now they might be looking at scout team.
Man. But
That's the
man, I'm
only
gonna
thing.
get off here, man. I appreciate talking to you. And
For sure, Max.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. But yeah, I gotta look more into that now to see what's up with this education, to see what they're doing.
Right.
Probably ain't gonna be able to find nothing anywhere.
Nah, you ain't gonna be. I just gave you the college sauce on the sauce of the athlete side right there. That was more for. I think I might get 1,000 lashes in the football realm for that.
Yeah, they pretty much they got it made, man. If you're a star,
All they
all
gotta
you
do
gotta
is
do is produce on that field and read. As long as you can read that playbook,
nah,
everything is good.
they better read them class books. Hey, what? Everything gonna be all bad. You know what I'm saying? But I believe it there though, Max. Man. But you're right though. Read the playbook too. You hear? But, man, read your English literature, wherever you in, 101, 201 B, wherever you in. Get to it. Get your philosophy in, because very much needed.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later. Appreciate you.
Wachowski.
All right, y'all. I'll
Peace to
catch you
everybody.
guys on the next one. And yeah, man, I'll catch you guys on the next one. And yeah, man, hopefully a DC will be named. I'm sure that's coming pretty soon. New defensive coordinator, they get started. That's it. He bringing in somebody, bringing in some heavy hitters, I'm pretty sure. And that's it, man. Winter conditioning's on the way. Yes, indeed. I need to be winter conditioning. I need to get in that gym. That's what I need to do. See, I might have to get in the gym like I'm in winter conditioning. That's what I might have to do. I might have to get it down because I'm going out of the country for my birthday. So I need to go ahead and get slim and trim. That's right. That's what I'm going to do. Starting tomorrow. No, I say that now and I like start Friday. I always keep pushing it back. It's just getting in there, you know. Get going. When I start going, it's cool, but just getting there. I got to get it together. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later. All right.